Hey there, folks. Welcome to another episode of Three Guys and Sometimes Bob. We're hanging out in the Cigar Cave, the best spot where cigars meet motor oil and good vibes. The stories here are as rich as the smoke and the conversations as smooth as the bourbon from Steam Distillery. Big shout out to our pals at Steam Distillery for keeping our glasses full and our spirits high. Here we are with your favorite hosts, and maybe Bob if he's not on one of his mysterious adventures. Bob's always up to something, but we're here to chat about everything from the deep and meaningful to the downright bizarre. It's all part of the charm. This place is part lounge, part garage, part salon, and 100 unique. So light up, relax, and get ready for some laughs, insights, and unexpected twists. Don't worry, we won't forget where we left off, unlike some folks in higher places. Plus, we've got stories about how we beat Medicare. And hey, here at Three Guys and Sometimes Bob, we can say or do what we want, as long as they're official acts. This is more than a podcast. It's more than a podcast. It's a journey us on Three Guys and Sometimes Bob. Let's get started.
Oh, shit. I missed their intro. Oh.
No bam. I want to thank Patrick Stewart, Mr. Newkirk.
The Newkirk?
What's his name?
What he did about Captain?
Captain Newkirk. Let's say Jean-Claude Van Damme or some shit like that. Not him.
What? Yeah, you're a
Star
Trekkie.
Wars.
Yeah.
Trek.
Hey, real quick, we gotta welcome to the OG.
Oh,
Jesse.
Yes.
Jesse Bingman in the house.
Hey.
Oh,
The
fuck!
Bing?
Come on, man.
That's all the best you
Come
can
on,
do.
Dude, get the
man.
donut out of your mouth. You brought like three dozen of them.
Well, look at you guys. You look like you need some fuel.
Oh, fuck. Dude, you probably ate a donut on the way down.
I did.
Or three.
I
Oh, did you have one on
They
the way?
gave me donut holes. He says, these are for
Oh.
you. I got 4 of them.
What did you do with them?
I ate the fucking thing.
Thank you, sir.
What do you do with a
Oh,
donut
shit,
hole?
look at that.
And why do they call them donut holes anyway?
I don't know,
'Cause
they're round.
They're golf balls.
Well, because maybe
With
they
no
come out of
dimples.
the middle of the hole of the donut.
Well, I think originally they did. Now they're a whole separate entity. They have donut hole makers, which
Yeah,
I'm like, that's,
yeah, they do, and that's chicken shit.
So basically, whose marketing genius was like, I'm going to make you something that makes nothing.
Mr. Duncan.
Right.
Wait.
It was probably the extra.
Yeah.
You're saying they don't only use just donut holes, but they actually make holes.
They make
separately.
holes separately, just so they can sell them or give them to Roy in quantities of 4.
Yeah, yeah. It's amazing.
Yeah.
I don't get it, but
I don't.
I'm not paid
Whatever.
enough to figure that out.
Okay.
So, yeah,
A
so here we
donut
are.
to donut to donut.
This is episode
24?
25.
Vintage Cinco.
25.
25.
Yeah.
That's 25 for the white people in the room.
No, is it 24?
25. Yesterday was 24.
No shit.
Or last week, Tuesday.
Wow.
Yeah.
So we're a quarter century. Quarter
Yeah.
century mark.
Hot damn. We
Yeah.
are.
And I don't know if we're any better than we were at.
Oh, of course we are.
Well, our intros are better.
Yeah.
Intros are better.
Patrick Stewart is Jean-Claude Van Damme. No. Damn
No.
it. I still don't know who he is. Fucking Star Trek. Star Trek
yeah.
captain. What the hell? Bald guy.
Fucking
Oh,
Captain.
Captain Obvious, but no.
After the original.
Well,
Yeah,
just
Captain
got
Kirk.
weird.
After Captain Kirk, there's nobody.
Dude, it's amazing
There's
that
nobody.
Leonard Nimoy is still, or Leonard Nimoy, no, he's dead. But
Spock?
yeah, Spock's dead.
Spock's dead. Spock's been dead for
He
years.
had a tie to
William
Bethard.
Shatner.
William Shatner.
William Shatner.
He is the boss.
Not.
Dude,
not-
he is killed it. You know, he was freaking Matlock. No, he wasn't
The hell
Matlock.
was
He was,
Patrick
what was the
Stewart?
cop? T.J. Hooker. He did T.J.
Yeah,
Hooker
he
after
was a
that.
T.J.
He
Hooker.
didn't go down. He went. Then he's a fucking Priceline guy.
Right. He got Priceline money.
That's his retirement job, and he's probably making more there than he ever did as the
who else
Kirk.
is a fucking awesome Priceline? Is that Kelly Kuko or the one that was on
Picard.
Jean-Luc
Picard.
Jean-Luc Picard.
But the one
That's
from
like Jean-Claude Van
Friends.
Damme. Anyways, from
Very
Friends.
close.
Yeah, that chick from Friends with the big tits.
Which one?
That you watched it, not Friends, but
I'm like, yes, I watch Friends, and none of them had big tits.
Big Bang Theory.
I never watched that.
Really?
Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah.
Is that the one with Ashton Kutcher?
No.
That was that '70s show.
Yes.
Okay, yeah, I never watched any of those.
Yeah, you're not a TV guy.
I'm not a TV guy. I watched some random stuff, and I've been watching still Brooklyn Nine-Nine, but
Okay, I haven't started that one yet.
yeah, that's pretty good. Then I got to move into the Tacoma FD.
See, that's funnier than shit.
But I'm thinking it's the same as Brooklyn Nine-Nine. It's just firemen instead of cops.
Right. And one's in Spokane and one's in New York.
Actually, Tocama.
Tocama?
Tocama, Washington.
Yes, Tacoma.
Tacoma. Or is there maybe there's a Tacoma, New York.
It is. No,
I doubt it.
It's definitely Washington.
There's a Medford, New York.
Yes, there is.
I only know that because I've got a UPS package sitting there. I'm like, oh, it's in Medford already. It's a long drive from that Medford.
Yeah, UPS is not making it today.
So, gee, you were in Vegas last week.
I was.
And
Anything exciting happened to you in a swimming pool?
In the swimming pool, yeah. A crazy thing.
Crazy thing happened on the way to the pool.
When I was up in the pool and JJ and I were in the pool, we're sitting there having our beverage of multiple beverages and smoking and
Everything you do in a Vegas pool.
yeah, everything you do in the adult Vegas
adult
pool.
pool,
Yeah, the adult pool. So we're sitting there and there's a gal. I'm going to call her a gal, female.
As far as you know.
Yeah, she was. I checked.
You checked.
I mean,
It was quite obvious.
It was obvious that
It was checked.
Yeah, her
Plus the conversation
Her
with it.
package was not as big as the rest of them, but
I don't know.
Oh, that's cool.
yeah, I know the pools that you hang out at, Jess. But
Okay.
anyways, yeah, caca. I had my Three Guys and Sometimes Bob T-shirt on because I don't want to get sunburnt. You know,
It's a white shirt. It reflects the
it
sun.
reflects. I'm
You're
doing a
de-
little advertising
and
for
you're
the
delicate.
show.
You're delicate.
I am a delicate
Yes.
flower. And
Well, you'd have to
we're-
go flour in there, but delicate nonetheless.
Yeah, we're bullshitting, JJ and I, and all of a sudden this lady comes over and she goes, "Hey, I really like your T-shirt." I go, "Well, thank you." I said, "We have a podcast," and I go, "You listen to podcasts?" She goes, "Oh yeah, I like podcasts." And she goes, "No, I really like it because it says Three Guys and Sometimes Bob." And I go, "Okay, that's what it says." And I go, and she goes, "You know what Bob is, don't you?" And I go, "Well, he's one of our buddies."
He's an old guy that sometimes shows up.
Yeah,
I know exactly.
And she goes, "No, Bob's the name of my dildo."
Battery operated boyfriend.
Yeah, battery operated
Oh.
boyfriend. And she goes, and she looked at me and she goes, "And it's out of batteries." Wink, wink. I went, "Well, you should probably go down and buy some then."
What you need to do is you tell her, say, honey, first off, they've been rechargeable since like 1992.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
if you still got one that needs the frickin' AAAs or AA's or whatever we got going on there,
She's got an old school dick.
I'm like, you need to upgrade, or
Yeah.
you're just really in love and
She
attached
really
to it.
likes that.
You don't stray. Apparently,
Maybe it's the triple D or the double D.
none of them use the DB cells.
Oh, okay.
That throws the weight balance off.
It does it?
Yeah.
Well, you were in the dildo business. I get it.
No, and those aren't dildos. Dildos are non-powered, but just
Oh, vibrators.
Yes.
Oh,
Let's not overlook an important factor here.
okay.
For years, we've been trying to get women to express themselves,
Yes.
right? To ask for what they want.
So one finally does it, and you shoot her down.
And I had to, well, considering my wife was like 20 feet away from me.
Yeah, but she was talking quietly.
Yeah, that's
Was she an attractive gal?
she was doable.
Was she? So I'm thinking just based on how she mentioned it, and the fact that she's had her 1992 boyfriend with batteries since
Yeah.
1992, and it's probably the same set of batteries.
Probably.
Because back then Duracells, that bunny rabbit went forever.
Yeah, right.
So, but I'm thinking that she's probably a late 40s, mid 50s ish.
She was probably 50.
But probably
she
was
our age.
super hot back in the day and just
Yeah.
partied like a motherfucker.
Yeah.
And
Yes. Were you there in the pool with me?
And looks like she's probably been worn out a little bit, but
A
still
little bit.
fun.
Still
but still
yeah,
fun.
Still good time. Yeah.
So
that was her.
That
was
just
her.
because just the way how you explain the dialogue and the interaction.
Yeah.
That's like that is every.
Linoleum or shag?
Gotta be.
There was probably
an area rug.
Probably area rug.
Area rug, yeah.
Definitely probably
A
area
throw
rug.
rug.
I mean, I tried to look, but it was somewhat covered up. I mean, it's not like she had the 70s bush. Anita shave.
Yeah.
I remember her, Anita.
Yeah.
Anita.
Yeah. So,
Well,
But
anyways.
also possibly a little disturbing that you would name your tool Bob.
that's what they call him.
Yeah.
Battery operated boyfriend.
It's an acronym.
Bob.
All right. But she seemed like maybe she was a little more professional.
Like a Stanley kind of a girl.
Yeah. Like,
Yeah.
Like,
No,
like
like a
Ace
hammer
Hardware.
handle?
Our Ace Hardware.
You know,
thing.
Jess, I think you're trying to over-evaluate this thing. She was looking to fuck.
okay, don't you think you should have maybe tried to at least advance?
See how much she wanted?
Yeah, like really take it to the line.
No, well,
Not with his wife sitting right
not with
nearby.
my wife. Now, if Rhonda wasn't there, I'd be going, "Hey, what do you got in mind?" And I'm going to say no because that's just
What
the
you
way
do.
that goes.
Yeah.
But you still want to see what she would offer.
yeah, I would. Yeah, right. It could have been just a good old time in the.
I mean, you want to read the summary of the book. You don't want to get into the meat and potatoes.
yeah.
of
The
it.
forward and the afterward.
Yeah, just to see what it's all about.
The preface.
But not actually buy the book.
yeah,
Yeah, well, it's like you go to the library.
I'm pretty sure
borrowing.
you're such
Yeah.
a puppy dog. Your wife would say, "Yeah, go ahead." Nothing's
I
going to happen.
fucking doubt it.
Yeah, I
Nothing's
fucking
going to
doubt it.
happen.
As she sharpens the knife.
Yeah.
My
Exactly.
husband
The dagger.
has
The
got
dagger,
no
yeah.
game. This is going nowhere.
Yeah.
How well do you
Have
know
a
her?
blast.
Yeah, no.
You're out of your fucking mind, aren't you?
Because I told her what happened and she got pissed and she wanted to go kick her ass.
See? You know that.
But-
I know
and
Garen-
also thinking
Yeah.
based on how this whole thing laid out as presented by G, he didn't need to have game apparently because
No.
I am game.
you are,
Yeah,
I am the fucking game.
That's
How,
right. He
Well,
has
how many
all
women
the
come up
cards.
to you and say you want to fuck?
well, okay, but in that instance though, G, the shirt was the game, and I designed the shirt, so I've got game.
So
Yeah.
no, if you
It all
two,
rolls
if, you
downhill.
guys, if Roy was there, Roy probably could have had some game too.
There's a lot of shady things about the story. I'm really questioning the authenticity.
Well, if JJ would show up, which I'm surprised he's not here.
I'd give him a call.
One,
I think it's real, especially from where it was.
you're
oh
talking.
yeah, absolutely.
There's a lot of hand lotion
No.
in that water.
You're talking up this chick.
a nice scene at
I've
all
seen
times.
the hand lotion in that pool. The first day was great because they just changed the water, so it was nice and clean and everything. The next day, not so much.
Okay, so
Some swimmers.
so did they tell you they changed the water, or did they actually visualize? Because I'm thinking they just got a
'Cause he-
badass filter system.
they do got a badass filter
Yeah.
system.
Yeah, he peed in it first.
Because there's somebody
Well,
in
yeah,
that pool
who doesn't?
24/7, 365 a year. When do they have time to? How long does it take to change out a fucking pool water in a
Well,
giant
we're
ass
not
pool?
talking. It's not a giant ass pool.
Oh, it's not one of the big freaking resorts.
No,
Oh,
fuck no. This thing
it's
is
titty deep. Walking
it's
in
titty
it.
deep, 20 feet wide, and maybe
40
Oh,
long.
40, 50
okay,
feet
that's right.
long.
You were in the senior citizen side.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's the adult pool.
Nobody's jumping in and doing cannonballs and shit off the
No.
side.
No,
No.
they're drinking. and-
Because I wasn't there.
Yeah.
I would have done it just out of spite.
Were you down in Old Town?
Yeah, down at the Nugget.
Down at Joey's house.
Joey's house of
Joey Nugget hook you up?
Yeah, fucking Joey Nugget always hooks us up.
He's
How'd you
hooking
get to
me
know
up.
Joey? Just from going down there?
Yeah, we went down one time and we stayed and we were nobody, and when I went to go check out, or went over to the Players Club to see if I had any comps or anything that I could use before we left, and the lady looked at me and goes, she looked at my play and she kind of had this startled look on her face. She goes, "You need to go see a host." And I went, "Why?" She goes, "Because you might be able to get a free ride or something to the airport." And I go, "All right, I'll go over there." And Joey was sitting at his desk, and I go, "Hey,
You're lucky you got Joey instead of the other Ralph.
yeah,
Ralph is I don't like him.
yeah." I don't know Ralph, but
I have
anyway,
a story about him.
so Joey was right there, and
Ralph, if you're listening, fuck you. Joey, kick
I don't know
kick him
Ralph,
in the,
so I can't make an opinion about Ralph.
Kick Ralph in the ding ding right there, Joey. Go over there.
He'll be listening now.
Joey will?
Oh yeah,
Good for him.
because I gave him that same T-shirt.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, I said, "Dude, I wore it in the pool, and it's been,
Hey, what happened to Dan
it
with
has
our
been
business cards?
Studio, I don't know.
Supposed to have a QR code that you could say, hey, scan this fucker.
Yeah, we got to follow up on
And
it.
you could have taken that to Bob Girl and just put it in her fucking titty holder and just say, here.
Your titty holder.
Not that you had pockets that you would hold them.
Right,
in your
right, right.
You could have some tucked in your Speedo where they're just hanging
And
out the edge.
she wasn't hanging out in the pool. She was like at the bar there.
Was it a,
Yeah, she's one of those.
was it a swim up bar or a?
No, it's a stand-up bar.
See, I don't trust a swim up bar because nobody leaves to go piss,
That's true.
including myself. But
Yeah.
you know,
Well-
that's why it's always 5 degrees warmer right by the swim up bar.
Right.
What am I going to do?
Did she have a
Eat it.
White Snake T-shirt on? Like that?
Yeah,
Yeah, something like that.
and some Aquanet fierce hair. Yeah.
So getting back to Joey, good donut. Introduced myself, and he's like, oh, "Fuck, here we go, another dude here showing up to fucking try to get something free from me again." And I handed him my card, and he pulled over and went, "Fuck." And
So that's a good sign.
Yeah, and it's like I don't think I went hard. I mean, I gambled a lot, but I didn't go hard. You know, I didn't lose.
It was,
I've
he
lost.
was fluffed up, but he wasn't hard.
I was fluffed. And he goes,
Typical.
and he looked at me and goes,
It was a regular
he
Tuesday.
asked me, he goes, how often do you come to Vegas? And I said, oh, we come down like three, 4 times a year. He goes, where the fuck have you been and why haven't you been here? And I went, well, apparently that's going to be on you now. And ever since then, it's been fucking Joey hook up. And, you know, we go down to our part, we pay rent.
Yeah.
And,
yeah.
Yeah, he gets your money somehow. Or
Well, yeah, I
whether
mean,
it's in play or any place else,
Yeah.
he's got you captive. So.
he's got us taken care of, and we appreciate the shit out
And
of it.
then I got introduced to him.
Yeah.
And I've got other people I've introduced to him. So yeah, it's fun. I go down there and
You met Joey.
Yeah, Joey's hooking me up for Rebecca's 50th birthday party.
No shit.
good for you. All right.
Yeah,
When you go down for that?
At her 50th birthday.
Right around her birthday time.
the end of August.
Oh, fuck.
Yeah,
It's going to be nice and cool.
yeah.
Yeah, it should be
Yeah.
like that's
Thanks for the invite, fucker. But that's okay.
Yeah.
You didn't get to save the date?
He doesn't want anybody that he knows.
No, he shouldn't. No,
I
he's
don't blame him. Look at
fucking
us.
selfish that
For
way.
Christ's sake.
So who's all going? Let me guess. People from Texas?
No, it's just
Oh,
Rebecca. and I.
bullshit. Bullshit.
Yeah. We're actually, okay.
You're
You know-
driving. You're driving down there to go to Texas, right?
It's on the way. Yeah, it's
No.
practically there.
Should have went
Shoulda,
pick
woulda,
up our
coulda.
stuff,
Yeah.
stop there on the way back.
Not like you don't got shit to do.
But it's the time of year, right? It's the wrong time of year for Texas.
Oh, yeah,
It's the wrong time of year for
absolutely
Vegas.
Yeah, it's the wrong time of year for
Vegas.
Then why are you going?
Because you never go outside in Vegas.
Yeah.
That is true.
Oh, yeah.
You guys are pretty much indoor cats anyways. It's not like you're going to go hang out at the pool.
Well, the 50th is unique.
Right.
Right.
And you're just doing it by yourselves?
Yeah,
Cool.
yeah.
Fuck, I don't get it.
We're private like that.
Yeah, they are. We don't want to go anyway.
But I'm
Not
looking.
fucking end of August. We
I
don't.
really
What the
wanna
fuck's the difference
find-
between the end of August and when you were there?
About another 10 degrees.
It ain't that much.
Their air conditioning's working harder on the inside. That's what I look at it. It's not my problem.
Well, there'll be less people down there.
Yeah.
Well, it was 105.
There's
to
always-
150.
There's always a lot of people.
Yeah, there is.
Well, but if you're downtown, you got all the Hawaiians down there.
There's $20 downtown.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But think about it. You got everything going on in Vegas,
Right?
right? To get somebody downtown, it's kind of a pull. So Joey simply hooking people up with rooms
Yep.
and gets
Well,
them
sure.
in his casino and away from the glitz and glamour
Oh, yeah.
of
No,
the
absolutely.
strip.
Yeah.
It's brilliant.
The strip is a pain. in the ass.
That's their job. That's what they
That's what they do.
And we have developed a special relationship with Joey. I mean, we're friends. We're not. He's just not our host. He's our friend. He's part of our crew.
Well, and Rhonda's, he works with Rhonda with mortgage stuff like
Yeah,
that.
yeah.
So,
He's done. She's done mortgages for him, and
Joey?
yeah,
That's great.
he's our fucking boy.
Yeah, he's a killer, dude.
I need to drop your name around some more.
Well, I don't know why you wouldn't.
I'm going to tell him, hey, Garen knows Broomhilda by the pool.
That was Nurse Ratchet.
Could you get her some batteries? She's a bit low. We know you got that.
I probably could have called Joey and had some batteries delivered to her room.
Probably. Or could have them delivered to the pool.
To the pool.
But that's all you need is somebody in the pool going, some of that anyway.
It's some of that anyways.
Yeah. Interesting.
So how are the pike out tables down there?
There's only one left.
Yeah. They've only got one.
I noticed that last time. They got this house blackjack thing
Yeah, big time house.
all
blackjack.
over the place.
Yeah, yeah. The $2 that you must play the $2 button, and we played a new blackjack. JJ and sat down at the table. JJ and he was playing blackjack because it's a mathematical game. Counting cards. Looking.
So he wins.
See, that's too much for me to
He
think
does-
about.
Yeah.
He
I
does
want
all
to
right.
put some
He does all
coins
right.
down and you tell me if I want.
But
That's fine.
but what's fucked up now with blackjack is they don't have a 6-deck shoe anymore, or a 4-deck or anything. It is all on machine, and it's 6 decks constantly being shuffled.
Oh.
They don't shuffle 6 decks and then run out 6. They constantly shuffle 6. So you can never. This is bullshit. There it is.
Yeah.
So no counting.
No counting. Yeah, I mean, you go get it. I mean, 6 decks are tough to count out, but you get down to the end of it and you're going, yeah, there's not a lot of face
Too much
cards on.
work.
It is.
Too
It
much
is.
work.
So it's definitely on the house advantage now because it's all random.
I used to play single deck at South Shore, Tahoe, back in the 70s. Yeah, they
Back on some guy's porch.
constantly. Somewhat?
Some guy's porch.
Yeah.
Come some young guy.
Some
like
guy-
Sahara and places like that.
Yeah.
In fact, there was one dealer. As soon as he showed up, I'd get up and go because every time he fucking talked to me, I lost.
He's the
Like-
cleaner.
Yeah, he was
Yeah,
the cleaner.
He's the cleaner.
He's on Vegas vacation.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's
Yeah.
hopefully he's not around anymore.
You guys play
He
war.
was fucking old.
Yeah,
man.
exactly.
Guess the number.
Guess the weight. Guess the number. And red versus blue.
Yeah.
Oh,
You're between this.
I
and
tried to
this.
get on our Bluetooth there on. I don't know. I was gonna call JJ and find out where the fuck he is, but
Oh, let me.
You could text him. You don't have to call him. Does he answer text?
Okay.
JJ, where
now
are you?
try it.
oh, are you sharing it now?
Well, no, because it was connected to my phone, so
Oh.
I turned my Bluetooth off.
What's it called?
BTA2.
BT8. I thought I. Oh, there it is. Oh,
Connect if you've done it
yeah.
before.
Oh, I'm connected.
Big titties and ass.
Big
number
titty
2.
and that. Did you name that?
No, it's right
Oh.
there on the fucking thing. It says BTA-2. Yeah, I did that. I called the Amazon guy and said, "Fucking change that to big titties and ass."
All right, we're ringing.
Oh, we're going live.
Yeah, we're going live.
It's been kind of quiet today.
Yeah. Well,
There's nobody downtown. At least from the courthouse to my house. There's nobody.
nobody.
Huh, I'm sure there's a story
What's up?
there. What? Where you at?
You're on
I'm
live.
just finished. I'm about to head down. Just finished my workout.
All right. This is bullshit. You're live on the air, and then I'm getting.
Yeah.
You're live on recorded air.
Yeah.
It's all good. Yeah, I just thinking about you guys. I think they're probably recording the show.
That's
Yeah.
right. Get your and since you worked out already, you can come down and have a donut.
Yeah. Oh, I thought donuts were Fridays.
Well, they ended up
Jesse
being
brought
Tuesday.
a shit pot full of them too.
The Bingster showed
Yeah,
up with some
Jesse's
donuts.
here.
yeah. So
Oh.
I brought a dozen, and he ended up bringing a dozen.
Yeah,
While I was
Garen's
walking,
telling tall
you guys
tales
talking
about Vegas.
donuts and chocolate milk.
That yes.
Oh, that's
no,
Friday.
Yeah.
no hot chocolate yet. We're waiting for that.
No, we're not.
Francis, let's talk about Francis.
Nope. I'll let you talk about it because I didn't want to get you in trouble.
Yeah, I never get in trouble.
Okay,
She
good.
loves when I talk about her on air.
We will wait for you to get here to talk about Francis.
I'll be there in 15 minutes.
All right, sounds
Okay.
good.
Bye.
All right, bye.
Love you.
Bye.
Bye.
Love you guys.
Love you,
Bye-bye.
guy.
Is this another Bob story?
Oh, this one's fucking huge. I don't like to talk. I'll let him talk about it because he'll get in trouble.
It's
And I
not on
won't.
you then.
And
Yeah.
it's not on me. Oh fuck
Well,
yeah!
That's
It's
all
a-
self sabotage.
I will say Friday night in Vegas was kind of an epic. All day Friday was fucking
Is he
awesome.
talking about his Francis?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. So JJ got the
I
nickname.
thought you were not going to tell the story. Until
I'm not going to tell the story,
Okay.
but JJ's got a nickname of Frank the Tank. Old school.
Yeah.
Where he's at the
Frank the Tank. It's
Frank
a
the Tank.
frat party.
He goes there. Oh, I'm not going to drink because we're going to go out, and maybe do Home Depot, maybe do a little Bed Bath and Beyond. I don't know if we're going to have time.
What?
You never seen the movie Old School?
Yeah.
Will Ferrell, you talk, getting ready to do it. They offer the beer bong.
I'm tracking.
All right. So JJ will go that way. He's like, nope, I'm going to be really good. And all of a sudden, he'll get the first one. It's like, let's go. Frank the Tank starts pumping. Next thing you know, it's laying on his face. We nicknamed his wife Francis because she fucking went hard.
Oh.
So we'll leave it at that for when JJ gets here.
Yeah.
But great time. Rhonda was actually really, really good. She had a few moments where I had to shut her down, and she got pouty.
Is she normally not really good?
Oh fuck no, she's fucking train wreck.
Sometimes.
I mean train wreck.
Rhonda, we love you anyways.
Yeah, that category 5. Fucking.
Makes landfall and just freaking wreaks havoc.
Yes. The last one was at her birthday party her 60th birthday party down in Vegas. I don't think.
How is that possible when she's only 42?
I know, it's amazing. It is amazing that she does not look her age. She's been very blessed.
Yeah,
Very
she
blessed
has.
with having good Asian genes.
Well, I think it's because she married you and has had a stress-free life.
That's pretty much
That's
it.
pretty much it.
That's it. That's it.
That's exactly it. Yeah, so we got no golf tonight, huh? What the hell's with that?
It's hot.
I don't know because 4th of July is on Thursday, right?
Yeah, there's no the holiday unless Jeff was gonna, or maybe he forgot and didn't.
Or because the holiday's on Thursday, the Impossible Scramble's on Thursday.
Yeah,
There's nothing really going on other than the Impossible.
nothing happened. Did something happen yesterday? Maybe was there a tournament or something yesterday that
No, I looked it up. There wasn't shit going on.
no.
But I was kind of. I look forward to us golfing together.
Yeah.
It's good.
Yeah,
time.
Tuesday nights are good.
Yeah.
I feel
Regardless.
we should be talking more about the eve of our country's independence.
That's why you're here today, Jesse, because you are probably the most patriotic
Yep.
American that I know. I mean, for God's sake, on your arm you have "We the People." I mean, fuck. How you feeling about the shit going on right now?
Look,
I'm gonna start. I'm just brewing that big old pot.
there's one thing.
You are.
I love you, Roy.
I love you too.
Let's go.
Yeah.
There's one thing I've learned over the years, without a doubt. Guys with 3 fingers missing sell the best fireworks.
True.
Or the best French fries.
Not anymore. They did.
They did.
Oh,
They don't anymore because they can't grab them. They just burn.
They,
they got 2 fingers left
No, they're not if they good. If they got, because eventually you're going to run out.
of
And you
French
can't.
fries.
No, fingers.
Hot oil.
Fingers. Anyways, go ahead. Continue.
So when
on.
you think about, right, you're driving everywhere this week of Independence Day.
And you got more people
And there's-
piling the flag.
Yes.
Wearing it.
Well, they should.
those motherfuckers should get burned along with that flag.
Wait, what? Did you say people burning the flag
No,
or
I-
flying the flag?
Defiling.
defiling.
Oh,
Defiling.
they should not.
Right. No,
I
I
think.
agree.
Yeah, I heard you wrong.
Okay, good.
Well, he's so far away.
Right. It's all the way over there.
Yeah. Yeah, like two axe handles distance.
Well,
Can you think about what the shipping freight looks like to get all these fireworks over here for 4th of July? I mean, there's fireworks stands everywhere
probably
throughout the
costs as
country.
much as the fucking fireworks.
More than that.
Yeah, probably.
Because you're looking at $1,200 to $1,800.
It's all coming from
for-
China. What's the tariffs on Chinese stuff now? I paid 40% for bottles last time I ordered them from China.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, think about it. It has to be its own production,
Correct.
right? A ship's coming in, and they got to route everything,
Yeah.
From
throughout
Long
the country,
Beach out. Yeah.
Yeah.
right? Is stuff coming over from England? Are we getting fireworks from England? I don't think so.
No, they don't.
No, they don't.
Right,
Like
They've got nothing to celebrate.
Yeah. They're
don't
they're
have
more
a 4th
fucked
of
up than
July.
we are.
Well, they have
so
one. They just don't
I don't,
celebrate.
think, I don't know.
This stuff's coming into San Francisco, and they got to get it.
L.A., Portland, Seattle.
Seattle.
I mean, just the ship. It's a big deal.
It is.
Well, and my thought is okay because
the
of,
Chinese funded their new new army
of
with it.
the basically their shipping ordinance. What are the rules to you got a whole boat full of fucking containers of fireworks coming into San Francisco Harbor or wherever it's coming in there,
1,000
Oakland
miles
or,
north of Honolulu, there's a big old hole in the water.
Yeah.
Because all of a sudden,
yeah. What is the rules on just driving that boat into fucking port with all this shit that could level that whole waterfront?
Yeah, it's a huge hazmat issue.
Yeah. No Fumar. No Fumar.
No Fumar?
No Fumar.
Penn State Fumar.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm not quite sure
Nobody's
where you're
smoking
going
on the
with
one.
this, but
Well, we're talking about Independence Day.
right, and you're talking
then
about fireworks.
fireworks.
I want to talk about why we fucking have an
All right,
Independence
let
Day.
me finish this thought.
Okay.
How many people are actually buying fireworks for the 4th of July?
I do.
You can't set fireworks off on like the entire West Coast because it's a burn hazard.
well,
Correct.
we do.
I think people buy fireworks
For January.
for New Year's.
Yeah.
Well, that's a good time
There's
to
a
do
lot
it.
Because you can't buy fireworks at New Year's.
You got to go to the Indian reservation.
We should fucking do a fireworks stand for New Year's.
I think you would sell more than you would on the 4th of July.
Fuck it. Michael, work on that.
I'm gonna do that.
That's our
I got
next-
some. I got some fold out tables.
Yeah, I got a pop up tent.
I got a couple pop up tents.
Yeah,
I got some camp chairs.
Yeah, ice chest,
Yeah,
and I got heaters too.
we can do like on Joe Dirt.
Yeah,
Fucking
yeah, with
kick and wing, kick and wing,
kick
with his-
and wing. Yeah,
he's got some
Yeah,
snakes
some
and
dipsy
sparklers,
dudes and with scooter stick.
dipsy don'ts and whatever. Yeah.
Oh fuck, I got it. Oh, hold on.
Except for the fact that they're illegal to sell outside of the week or
Well,
two
the-
before
yeah,
and after
yeah,
or before 4th of July.
but
But
we can go.
We can
get
say-
the city council and go. This is the time that you need to fucking do it.
yeah,
Because
when it's
cold
fucking
and
wet as shit.
Right.
Yeah.
Or we set up like a fresh fish stand. Or like the people that have come up here from California with the strawberries on every fucking street
We
corner.
don't have to have a license.
We just like, hey, we get strawberries, $20 a fucking flat, and you get some fucking dipsy doos and dipsy don'ts and
You're clicking. I can hear you. on the
Yep,
phone.
yep.
or we go
Okay, hold
to-
on. Here we go.
Or we go up to
Is my phone on?
Indian reservation. Okay, here we go.
Footprints look for broken twigs. But this is the modern age. That stuff doesn't work anymore, which is why I have to open this fireworks stand. I wasn't getting by on my tracking wages.
Come on, you're supposed to be good at tracking stuff, man. I gotta find my parents.
And I've got to
All right,
figure out
we
a way
got
to
it.
sell more fireworks. I'm going broke with this venture also.
Well, I see you got them
Here we
snakes
go.
and
Here we go.
sparklers, but where's good stuff, man?
Good stuff. This is the good stuff. Snakes and sparklers.
Are you nuts, dude? You need stuff to explode. Go boom.
Why is that good?
You might as well ask, why is the tree good? Why is the sunset good? Why are boobs good? Man,
Boobs are good, by the way.
Boobs are good.
Boobs
Yeah, they
stick them in mailboxes, you drop them in toilets, you shove them up bullfrog's ass.
I would never do that. Because I'm going to be a veterinarian.
Well, there you
I'm
go.
gonna be a veterinarian.
Someone shoves an M80 up a bullfrog's butt, blows him to pieces. He comes back to you to fix it. You win twice, brother. It's good biz.
It is.
So you're gonna tell me
Here we go.
you don't have no black cats, no Roman candles, or screaming mimes?
No.
Oh, come on, man. You don't got no lady fingers, buzz buttles, snicker
Happy
bombs,
4th of
church
July.
burners, finger blasters, gut busters, zippity doo-dahs, or crap flappers?
No, I don't.
You're gonna stand there owning a fireworks stand and tell me you don't have no whistling bungholes, no spleen splitters, whisker biscuits, honky lighters, Husker do's, Husker don'ts, cherry bombs, nips and dazers, with or without the scooter stick, or one single whistling kitty chaser?
No. Because snakes and sparklers are the only ones I like.
Well, that might be your problem. It's not what you like, it's the consumer. Whee! Look at there! Oh, that's
There it is.
Possibly
Best-
one of the wisest marketing statements ever.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah, you can
From
narrow
Joe Dirt.
that's no, but he got that from what's his name?
I'll never forget what's his name.
You know that guy.
Yeah.
The one guy,
That
Tony
guy.
Robbins.
oh,
Joe
Tony
Dirt went to a Tony Robbins festival
He had to.
and learned that nugget of fucking info.
It's not what you like; it's what the consumer likes.
No, fuck that. It's what I like.
Oh, well.
Yeah.
You know, I learned. I
There
didn't
is
learn.
some of
I
that.
heard once.
The customer
I didn't never
rate,
learn it.
right.
Is you know, especially with like distilling or brewing or anything where you're creating that kind of a product. Make what you like, because if nobody else does, you stuck with it.
Well, that's true. That is a.
So there's a little quid pro quo on that.
All right, I'm going to shut my disconnect that.
You gonna shut your disconnect out?
I'm going to shut the disconnect off.
Okay, your disconnect.
Okay,
out.
so
anyways, I
back
gotta
to
go
your
pee and
4th of
get
July.
Well, I think that needed to be like the interlude to the 4th of July. You got to talk about fireworks.
Well, sure.
Now, on a serious note, here we are in this crazy post-COVID world.
Yep.
The most important thing for me to remember is the simple, basic freedoms. And right now,
Everybody's forgotten those.
the freedom of speech and expression,
True.
just
And
like we're doing right now.
I'm a big fan of that. Right or wrong of what they're expressing, they have the right to do it.
But here's the counter. If you believe in that truly, then you have to have tolerance for the people
Yes.
that want to express the things that you may
Absolutely.
not feel
Yes. Yes.
are important. And that's really where the division has come.
It has. They don't. The people that are against whatever you don't like. I mean, they're really against it. If I don't like, defunding the police. I mean that was a big hot button during COVID. I think that is a wrong statement. Mm-hmm. I think they went way too far on that. The whole George Floyd thing.
Except for traffic cops, they can go away.
Well, because they keep on pulling your ass over because you don't know how to keep it under a maintained speed. But I can be for funding the police and say someone that's not here, because I know we're all on the same page with this. Say that Joe Smuckatelli out in the street like, defund the police, we don't fucking like the cops. And I go, well, that's wrong. And you go, fuck you, I don't like you. Well, you don't know me. I'm standing on that platform that I like them and you don't like them, and I'm not going to be out there protesting in the street, burning shit down.
Right.
But you will, and I have to have tolerance for that. I don't like it. If you do something illegal, then guess who's going to come get you? The defunded police.
Right. And there's a line, right? You certainly have the freedom to say what you like, but there's the consequences.
You can't always do what you like.
Yeah, consequences. I think we are a country without consequences now.
And should the consequences come from the government, or should it be your brethren? Right? You say something out of line, and you should be checked by those closest to you.
Yeah, I feel you. I feel you. But then you're talking about self-regulating, which this country used to be self-regulated, where if you fuck up, Jess, and you do something wrong, I should be able to go to you and go, dude, you're fucking up.
Yeah.
But everybody's afraid to do that. Everybody's absolutely, I'll use Michael's example.
They get the shit kicked out of them verbally.
Faux show.
Yeah.
Use me an example. Go ahead.
Well, not necessarily a good example, but, just like your past month or so, it was bound to happen.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
And I have mentioned that to you. It's like, Michael, let's put a simmer down on that. But you're a grown-ass man, and you're suffering the consequences of it, and you'll learn from those things.
No,
like if I do,
probably
you will. You're probably one of the smartest guys I know.
You don't know that many people then, or you need to elevate. You need to elevate your class of people you hang out with.
I don't need any more people in my circle. I love my circle, but
as dumb as they may be,
as
as it is,
and I'm not the smartest guy in the circle. But we do learn from our consequences of the actions.
How many sides to a circle?
All of them. It's
continuous.
It's continuous.
But is it?
There's two sides to a circle.
Yeah, is it two-dimensional, or a sphere would be a three-dimensional circle? So then that's a different story.
But a circle's got inside and outside.
It's
top and bottom. It's left and right.
It's infinity.
No.
The line is.
It's the line.
The line's infinity.
How many sides are there?
There's no sides to a circle.
Sure, there is.
There's no sides to a sphere.
There's inside and outside.
Oh, motherfucker, you got me.
Listen to me.
I love you, Roy.
Say it one more time, Roy. He didn't hear.
Motherfucker.
So, anyways, yeah. So I had to go get mugshot and fingerprints.
Yeah, I saw that.
Oh, you saw it in the
I mean, it was mentioned to me, and I had to pull it up to verify that, make them feel better.
Do you have
about
the never surrender face on?
No, well, they don't put that. So no, first off, you don't go. So you got to go. I went on Saturday. Go to the jail.
You turn yourself in.
Well, I'm on pre-trial release, so it's not turning in. It's just I was supposed to schedule before I went back to court, which I did today, to get my mugshot and fingerprints as part of my pre-trial release.
Okay.
So and I forgot about that. So then I was like, oh shit. So I call, and I'm like, because I got to make an appointment. You don't just mosey on in and say, hey, where's
Here
my?
I am.
So I call.
Show me to the wizard.
Yeah. So I call, and the lady answers. She's like, which weekend do you want? So apparently they only do it on weekends. I don't know. So I'm like, this one coming up, because I go to court on Tuesday. So she got me on Saturday, early in the morning, 8:30. First one there, parking lot to myself.
Perfect.
Anywhere I wanted to park. I did not choose the handicap, but I should.
Okay.
So I go to the buzzer. He buzzes me in. Well, he didn't buzz me in because I didn't wear my hearing aids.
What?
So I can't hear the little clicking of the door because there's nobody at the front, so it's locked down.
So they gave you your breathalyzer right there because you get followed directions.
Well, no. So you push the button, and because the lady told me, she's like, just press the button, and the guy will tell you what to do. I'm like, great. So the dude came on the speaker. He's like, hey, I'm going to buzz you in the right door. You go straight through. He explained where the forms were, which form, fill that form out, come back out, and hit the button again. So I'm sitting there.
There he is. Hey.
30 seconds or so go by. 30 seconds or so go by, and I'm trying to write. Nothing's happening. And I think, okay, nothing. So I hit the button again. He's like, hey. I'm like, the door is not open. He's like, oh, okay, let me try again. You'll hear it click. I'm like, that's the problem.
Yeah,
He's like, oh, I said, I can't hear shit. Okay, so he's like, oh, okay, 3, 2, 1, go. And it fucking, and then there's, it's like there's a delay. Right. So I'm like, go. And it's like, didn't. And then apparently it clicked and I missed it. I'm like, he's like, are you in? I'm like, no, I'm not in. So then finally he's like, just keep a little bit of pressure, but not too much. And then he just hits it apparently and it opened.
Okay.
I'm like, I'm in. Okay. So I get the form, I fill it out, put on the alias, Daddy.
Did you really?
Because it says list anything you might have been called or whatever. I've been called daddy, so I put that. I don't want to lie.
Oh, motherfucker.
Hoosier.
Dude, it did not come. I got to pull up is it on there?
No, it didn't. I was pissed.
Oh, God, it would be great. AKA or alias daddy.
That's great.
Dude, that's kind of like tater salad.
That's what I was going for here.
Oh, that shit's funny.
Look, do you think they may not be able to show it, but deep inside, do you think this guy dealing with knotheads all day can appreciate that humor?
Oh no, it gets better, and he was not appreciative. I'll just say. Okay. I'll just say.
Anyways.
So.
Oh shit, where we go?
Oh, I have.
Just flip around, but if you see my dick, you went too far.
Oh, ooh, don't do that.
I'll let you push the button, Max.
Yeah. No dick pics.
That daddy D's everywhere.
Bob.
So anyway, so I do that. I come back out and hit the button again. He's like, yeah. So he's like, yeah, just go around the full side. You'll see a sign that says mug and print because that's what it is.
You're going to get mugged and printed.
He says, press the button on the intercom there. They will not respond because it's broken.
Oh, brilliant.
But they can hear you, and in a few minutes they will come out and get you. I'm like,
fair enough.
I feel like we just did a new tax levy that gave you guys more money. We should be able to fix the fucking button. But
yeah,
apparently not.
No,
apparently that went to staffing.
Yeah. Maybe they put a new bush out front.
They could have. Oh, speaking of that, no, she helped me in. She was brand new. She was getting trained on the thing.
What up, brother?
Brother.
So I get inside there, and the guy was really cool, and he was like, yeah, did the whole fucking pat down thing.
Right.
And
did they handcuff you?
No. It was the weekend crew. They don't do shit.
Oh, right.
So
everything.
So I first asked the guy behind. He says, "Well, go ahead and sit. We're gonna. I empty out my pocket. Yada yada yada. They're gonna go put my information in the fingerprint machine, and then the guy takes my pictures off to the side. So he said, just sit down here, and dude behind the counter will call you." So I go by and I asked dude behind the counter. I said, "Where do I go for hair and makeup?" And he just looks at me, goes back, grabs my paper, starts typing.
Fucker had no sense of humor.
No, so he comes around. He has me come around the side on the whole, kind of like going to Costco and getting your membership card. Same idea. So I stand. He's like, stand on the black mat. So I stand on the black mat, and I'm all like this kind of shit. Point.
Wink and gun.
Yeah, the wink and a gun kind of a pose. And he looks at me and he's like, I've got to be here all day. I can make it to where you have to be also.
Like, good. Let's go.
And I'm like, no. I was like, okay, fine. So
like, this is gonna be the best part of your day right now.
I'm like, come on, man, have fun. I didn't say that, but because I was like, okay, apparently he's not that guy. Well, he works the Saturday shift at the jail. Maybe he's not.
He's not that guy.
He's not that guy, and he's working weekends because he does not do well with people.
Maybe he is on probation.
Yeah,
which is why
he could be community service.
Yeah,
they did not give him a car to go patrol.
Yeah, well, he was probably one of those kind of guys. He was
pink box guy.
He was not the slim guy.
Okay.
Oh, okay. He wasn't
failed
a runner.
his PT.
Yeah. He's got the job that physical standards were not required. Yeah. And if he's listening, I don't know what his name was, but
I doubt he is.
That was not me. It was
Deputy
this is Roseburg I'm talking about.
It was Daddy.
It was Daddy. But so then I looked the next morning on whatever Facebook group puts out the things, and I saw that thing, and I'm like, they didn't put my fucking alias, and they listed it as a felony.
Is it?
No, it's misdemeanor.
Well, why'd they list it as?
I don't know, because he fucking was.
Maybe your attorney can get you out of it because they wrongfully charged you.
Well, no, because all my paperwork from the actual court in the DA says misdemeanor. It's just dude,
so
Mr. Personality at the frickin' thing.
Oh, because he was pissed at you because
I
wanted
you were in a good mood, and he wasn't.
I was the first time. I was like, dude, if you would have told me I got to do hair and makeup before I get here, I would have taken care of that shit. I would have gotten up early.
Do you have to officially claim yourself as a felon now? Because there's paperwork.
I should. I think I should. Do I get a tax break?
No.
Not for that, no.
You don't get shit. So you went to court today?
Yeah, but it was just to show up and tell them my attorney won't answer my calls, so can we delay it? And they're like, okay.
Oh, okay, perfect.
So, yeah.
So obviously he's not answering your phone calls.
Well, no. So what the deal was, I had to. Yeah, because he's like, fuck, you didn't tell me you had a felony. So no. So when I did meet with him a couple weeks ago, he's like, yeah, just go get your discovery stuff, which is the body cam and the dash cam and the fucking reports, and then just email it to me and we'll go over it together, and if I think that we should fight it, then we'll fight it, and you can pay my retainer. If not, then just go tell them you want to do fucking diversion.
Right.
And you don't need to hire me for that. I'm not going to charge you anything. I'm like, fine.
Yeah,
well,
diversion's pretty cheap.
Yeah. So,
Well, it's still expensive.
well, but it's cheaper than the alternative.
than doing what you got to do and pay the
and then
lawyer.
pay the whole thing. But yeah, so I'm like, okay. So I sent him. I got the stuff last week. I emailed it to him Friday because, of course, that conversation I didn't think to get his email address. So I called several. He's not good at returning calls. So I called several times. And
Nice to have a lawyer who doesn't answer the phone call.
Yeah.
well, apparently I'm not the only person talking to him that hasn't given him money yet.
Yeah, oh, I see. Okay.
Maybe at the bottom of the
You're low hanging fruit right now.
Yeah, so I went to the judge this morning and I said, yeah,
pick.
you know what, I met with the attorney and he wanted me to do this and I'm waiting on this and there's a big one-sided game of phone tag going on here and I'm hoping to meet with him by Friday. If not, then I'll come
Who
back.
was the judge?
Bain was this one.
Oh, Robbie.
It was Wolk, the first one.
Just a little bit.
Yeah, I know Robbie. Actually, he dated my sister back in high school.
Oh, should I drop that?
No.
Oh, it did not end well?
Probably.
Well,
Did
no,
she give him herpes?
I
It
doubt
won't help.
it.
You haven't had that conversation?
Yeah, I can take a little top off there, Rod. Thank you.
So that's where I'm standing. So, and the judge did remind me that, you only got 30 days from your first arraignment to enter diversion. I'm like, well, if I don't get to meet with him by Friday, then I'll just claim the frickin' diversion thing and enter in it. And
Yeah.
boom.
Or we can just solve this right now. They're Mr. Bain and Judge Bain go, I'm innocent. Just drop the case.
Yeah, and I don't give a shit what that little fucking squirrely looking DA says.
Yeah.
Sitting over there, cause he's brand new. I was listening to him talk to some of the court appointed attorneys that were there. And there's this one lady was like helping him. No, this is what you do. This is what you do. And I'm like, oh, he's brand new.
He's like brand. But anyways, welcome, JJ.
Yeah,
You're here.
JJ's here.
I came at a great time. We're talking about diversion, courts.
Yeah. You don't know anything about
I
that.
heard from a friend that diversion is pretty easy.
Yeah, I've heard that from several people now.
It's a nice time that my friend had to have his car blow started every time we went to the golf course because he may have still had a beer or two.
Right. I don't know anybody like that.
Yeah.
This conversation stemmed from our original conversation of Independence Day.
And something about Francis.
Oh, Francis. Yeah. No, we're going back to Vegas already?
Oh, we'll go
I tried
back
to
to
turn
Vegas.
into the live show, but I couldn't find it online. I wanted to listen on the way down.
No. So apparently I was telling them about our friend that came up to us in the pool, and they called bullshit that it didn't ever happen. I go, well,
wait a minute.
No.
Oh, wait, that one called, Jesse called bullshit that the lady that liked my T-shirt, my podcast T-shirt, and told me that
Similar to this.
her dildo, her vibrator was out of battery. Bob.
Out of batteries.
Out of batteries.
And you gave her the nice line of going away by saying, maybe you should get some more batteries, which is a great line, by the way.
Just shut her right down then.
Oh, yeah. And then she worked the bar for the next 2 hours just scanning the pool, seeing who was
So
gonna help her
apparently
replace the batteries.
she's not the catch that she thought they was because she was still at the,
Oh, she'll be a catch by about 8:30 at night, when the vodka's in the pool. But
Well,
yes.
yeah. I'm saying she's the
Oh, she's definitely going to get fucked by somebody in
she's
Vegas.
the 2 at 10, but 10 at 2.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's probably a 4.
True story, Jesse.
Look, not that you're not known for telling tall tales.
Oh, fuck.
I mean, I still think there's some between the lines stuff that we're missing.
Well, ask away.
The fact that she is propositioning you is the biggest
No,
red
again,
flag
Jesse, she was
ever.
propositioning the shirt.
I think you look at it the wrong way. I mean, Garen looks that confident role model. I mean, he walks in, he owns the joint,
Dad
he has
bod.
a cigarette, he don't give a fuck, he's wearing his shirt in the pool, and he obviously, he's up there at the adult pool. He's got some pull. That's what women like. Women like that power. He has that sexy appeal.
Or she saw the look of desperation on his face and said, "He's gonna be easy. I don't have to work for this one."
Just takes a little prod.
Then Rhonda rolls up next to him and gives him a hug and kiss, and she's like, "Oh yeah, look at his girl right there." So he's got some pull.
Yeah. She must feel bad for him.
Yeah. How did he get her?
She owes him money or something.
Yeah.
She lost a bet at the freaking blackjack table.
Yeah. They look at her and go, "If you're unsafe, wink at me."
Yeah. Do that whole order pizza line thing on the phone.
Yeah.
Then you watch him hang out in Vegas and you see her keep on giving him $100 bills. And they're like, how's that work? For a while this weekend, it was like that.
Yeah, it was like that quite a
bit. It got better on Saturday, Sunday.
It did get better.
Okay, Squirrels. We were talking about
4th of July.
Frank the tank.
Francis.
Francis.
Well, Frank the Tank's sitting right here.
Yeah, Frank
He's on the
did
wagon.
well.
He's on the wagon right now.
But Francis, she went
Love her.
hard.
Yeah, I love her. She had a great time. Friday night we did
Friday day.
Day. Oh, that's right. She went twice that day. So
Yeah.
Friday day was the
She got
pool
drunk
day.
twice.
Making those big 4-shot drinks. at the
4 and
pool.
5 shot.
And she weighs
Oh.
about $110, $115, and she probably put down 2 or 3 of those.
Two
And then
plus,
your wife bought the Jello shot syringes.
Yeah.
'cause those always ended well.
Hold up. She's making them.
No,
No, the bar.
At the bar. We have an
Up at the
open,
pool.
open bar. You
You
know.
guys made it sound like you had your own little hooch.
No.
No,
We
they were
could
making
have.
us. They were making us 4-shotters, and it might have been adios motherfuckers. I don't know. It was
Yeah, they
AMFs all day long, but they're strong. And she didn't need to drink 2 or 3 of them, and she got.
But she did because she's a trooper.
And she got the syringes. So when we left, we looked and we said, it's got to be 4 or 5 o'clock. And we're all pretty tooted. It's like 2:15, 2:30.
Oh, you still got a whole day.
So we go, hey, let's go take a nap and we'll get ready for the big dinner tonight at Vic and Anthony's, right?
Yeah,
It was
yeah,
that
Vic
night.
and
So we
Anthony's,
go
yeah.
back and Kim gets to the room and all of a sudden, she's not feeling too good and decides to 86 the adios motherfuckers out. And I thought, oh, okay, she's not going to make it to dinner. And at 4:30, I told her to get ready. She's like, no, I'm not getting up. 4:45, 5 o'clock, she gets up, and we're only like maybe 10 minutes late. Roll out.
Yeah, you guys were pretty much up.
And
Trooper.
she orders a drink and
Goes again.
eats food, and we had a great dinner. I mean, it was amazing. Your wife and Monica picked out the lineup.
Yep,
It was
yeah.
scallops and oysters on the half shell and steak,
shit.
tomahawk. It was a great
Yeah,
lineup.
it was a great dinner.
Service was great. I mean, I just gone to the Paris the night before, which I love, the Eiffel Tower restaurant, and you guys, that place killed the Paris. And the service was outstanding. The steak was better. And then
And Luciano says hello.
we
Yes,
go and
thank you.
we go
Appreciate
we
that.
go crack spin
Luciano.
the firework game in the high roller room, and Rhonda
just
just
goes nuts,
knocked
huh?
it out. She's just beating it up, made some money, and then she all of a sudden says, "We're going to Troy's." And it's got to be like only 8:30 or 9.
Yeah, it
And
was early.
all we asked for was a table, and then of course they saw Rhonda and they go, "There's a sucker. You want bottle service?" And she's like, "Of course, because I'm a player. I'm gonna charge the room anyways."
Yeah,
Exactly where
Joey's paying for it.
I'm charging the room anyways, and she picks the weirdest combo. It's a bottle of champagne and a bottle of Tito's and all the accoutrements. And I'm like, I don't think that's gonna mix well. But we get up there, to the place,
And it didn't.
and we got a great table overlooking the shit show down below at Fremont. And as soon as I saw Ron and Kim eyeballing the Naked Boys, basically,
Yeah, the
cowboy
Naked
hats,
Cowboys.
and I thought they're gonna go down there and do their thing like they did 2-3 years ago.
Yeah.
I go, they're pretty plowed right now, and they sure as shit. They took some money out of their wallet, went downstairs, did a whole fashion show of pornographic poses with the 2 boys, and I'm like, what's going on? They come back up. And now they have pre-mixed drinks that the girl made. Oh, the small-titted girl.
Yeah,
that had
the
made
small
us
titty girl.
Biggest fucking hits I've ever seen.
Awesome.
Her wife asked, "Are those real?" And she goes, "Yes, they're real.
Expensive."
Yeah. So they started pouring vodka into their pre-mixed drinks to level it back up, and then they drink it down a little bit. Then Kim puts champagne on it, and then goes back up, and then she put more vodka. And I was watching the train wreck, going, "Oh, it's not gonna."
Oh,
go well.
it done left the station.
Yeah, and then luckily Papa Garen goes. Rhonda grabs the bottle and says there's like a quarter of the bottle left. She goes, "We're not going to leave this." And Garen's like, "Fuck yeah, you are. You're not having another fucking drink." Kim takes the I took the bottle first, filled my glass up, and then she took it, put a little bit more in, and then we progressed to go up to the room, and then the shit show happened where
Yeah.
she dropped the champagne
Big
bottle,
bottle.
exploded. She couldn't get her clothes off. Then Garen comes back there to get me to go gamble. My wife is sitting by the toilet. I'm telling her it's okay. She's like, "I'm not that bad." "Okay, I'll put you to bed." I put her to bed. "Are you okay?" I should have stayed in the room. I should have.
Nothing you could have done for
Should
her.
have stayed in the room because I go back and gamble, and a half an hour later I get a text that says, "Huh." Just H, and then it says HTELPHNH, and I go, "Are you okay?" And she wrote, "No." I looked at G and go, "My night is done." And yeah, she
You're
fell.
a good man.
She fell out of bed, and poor thing, and hit herself like 4 times going down. I don't know how she did it.
I don't
Big,
know,
tall,
but-
giant beds on these suites we had, and there's a wood ledge around the edge, and I think she hit her arm on the way down, flipped, hit her head on the nightstand, and then hit her knee on
hand.
the ground and her hand.
Yeah.
And I come back, and she's got a hematoma on her forearm, I thought her arm was broken at first, but then she goes like this, and it's not obviously not broken, but it's just a mass of blood. So babysitted her for 2 more hours until I got her going, but she did not make it the next day. And I can't. I'm not judging. Frank the Tank has done that a few times in the past, where I just had too much fun, and the next day is a blur. But she tried to come out with us the next day.
She went up to the pool for about a half hour.
Got sick in the little room we had.
And Rhonda was the trooper. Rhonda was her puke buddy. I mean, Rhonda doesn't puke, but she was there probably to hold her hair. I don't know. I wasn't.
Necessary.
She closed the curtain on the cabana, and I'm like, ooh. Maybe there's something going on in there that we should go watch.
Yeah.
And then I see other people go in there and go, oh, she's puking.
Yeah, that's poor thing. She had a little bit of fluids and didn't like that at all. So, again, that's Vegas. Going 4 days hard with the Becks is a great time. They make sure you're taken care of. The drinks are flowing. The food is amazing. The gambling is fun. And, she's not a big drinker. And so.
But my thing is, I'm not a fan of champagne anyways.
No.
But basically, orange juice is about the only thing I would imagine you'd want to mix it with.
No, she liked to mix it with vodka.
I know, that's what, because there's not enough there.
Mango's pretty good.
Well, but fruit in general.
Yeah.
I would say.
Pina Pel, maybe.
I feel like maybe we're missing a key point here.
Okay, here we go.
The ability for professional women to go hard, right? They've got their professional side. They can separate that from their party side.
Or just professional?
No,
women?
I'm talking about the women.
Okay, women, professional. Women that have a real job.
They're more apt, in my professional opinion, in psychology, they're more apt to go hard because they are so, within their normal days, they have the opportunity
They're in
to
control.
What's that?
They're in control.
Right. Then they go, oh, I'm going to cut loose a little bit. And when they cut loose, they go fucking hard and they go...
Lose the reins and off they go.
Right. And unfortunately, I have to be that one to go, whoa, Nelly. Let's just, we're running marathons. We're not running sprints. So let's go. We can go, medium all for 4 days and go medium and be in a, happy mode. But the minute you go, I'm going to drink vodka, I'm going to drink AMFs, I'm going to drink champagne, and I'm going to drink Vegas out of control. That's when there's suffering to be had.
Well, Vegas is my wife's perfect escape, being a teacher. And she is, she's a teacher that's involved in the... She's part of many of the up and ups in the district. She's probably mad at me for saying this stuff, but we're all adults. We can do the fuck we want to do, especially when you're in Vegas.
She didn't do anything wrong.
Nothing wrong at all. So she'll be mad at me, and that's fine. But she deserves to have time off.
Absolutely.
I mean, she's a big part of the union. She works. She's a big part of the office, helping with the education part, and she does a lot of the English department stuff.
So she's got to be on good behavior in town.
She gives a fuck, and she doesn't. She doesn't fuck around in town.
For 362 days out of the year, she is rock solid all the time.
Yep, and she was.
And people need to let loose.
Yeah, she had a great day. She had a blast.
Yeah.
It just cost her Saturday.
Saturday. And we really
she did
didn't
it
do
all
anything
the first
Saturday.
day or second day or whatever.
I mean, we went up to the Cumfield pool and had a good time.
The what?
It's lotion.
Oh, I mean,
no,
the
they
lotion
just
pool.
changed the water.
Yeah, no. On Friday they changed the water.
Oh.
Yeah.
Got it.
It was packed. There was some good looking eye candy in there.
There was lots of candy.
Boobs and asses were out. Especially the 3 girls that decided to sunbathe right across from G. And G was perfect. I sat against the wall.
Yeah.
So Darren had to look at me. And over my shoulder was 3 girls, probably in their 20s.
Mid-20s.
All
early
that
20s.
Wanted to tan. And it was just hoochie and booty all day long. And Garen, I couldn't get eye contact with Garen for about an hour. And I said, if I
didn't even know you were there. You could have got up and left.
Well, luckily his glasses had a little reflection on it, so I was kind of getting the same show. So.
Yeah, it's amazing. I could tell their religion because when they went to, of course, when a female's got to crawl onto a flat cabana bed, they got to stick their ass straight up in the air, and they were wearing no string. I mean, it was very small bikinis.
Balloon knot kind of look?
Yeah, a little bit. I'm like, oh, okay, that's very nice.
Well, they're trying to optimize the tan.
Oh, no, there was no line. There will be, they would have the whale tail tan at the top.
Right.
Yeah.
It's not bikini thongs anymore. It's more of just this very, very, very tight.
Yeah, I don't know.
I like it. I like it.
I'm a big fan.
I'm a big fan.
Sure.
Now, there are some women that shouldn't wear things like that, and they do show up at the pool, and you're like, oh,
how does
you
it go?
should put on a fucking circus tent.
Well, all butts are good, but some are better than others.
No,
Yeah,
no.
They're not all good, but
Okay, so that goes into that there's never a dumb question kind of comment. Fuck yes, there's dumb questions all the time.
well, it's
I don't
like
know. All
the
some
time.
people shouldn't wear spandex.
I think
Yeah.
Roy's
Yes.
onto
the same
something.
idea.
Roy's definitely onto something. If you exclude those butts from the field, you don't really appreciate.
The really fine ones.
So that's I think I
wow,
would.
that's-
I think I still
that
would.
is deep.
That's kind of
No, you
like
wouldn't.
kind of like how what was that movie with Eddie Murphy where he was the devil or whatever, and he was like, without evil there can be no good. So evil is good.
Interesting.
It is.
Yeah.
So that's what I'm
dispute.
saying. All butts are good, but some are better than others.
See,
Yeah.
Roy's
I would say
speaking
that
from
with
wisdom.
titties. I will go there with titties.
No,
It's
there's some
all-
ugly.
All titties are great.
No,
Some are just greater
no,
than others.
I will
Yes,
still
it's
no.
the same thing. I mean,
there
when
is some titties that. Have you seen a National Geographic lately?
When you have a
Well, those-
pancake
well,
hanging on your chest,
Well,
that's
those are
different.
titties.
Not
know.
since 1978.
I don't know if they still have it.
The African edition.
Yeah, they
Weren't
don't.
all of them the African edition? Where did
were.
they feel?
Oh,
you
the
had
black-
you had Kenya. You had I don't even know other places in Africa, but they were all
Nairobi.
in Nairobi. Yeah, but they were all in Africa. I don't know what
Yeah.
else they did.
My dad, for some reason, always had an Easy Rider magazine, National Geographics, and the J.C. catalog in the
Imagine that.
bathroom.
Yeah, you got to change it up.
Yeah, you can't be looking at.
And for a kid that's 9
Oh, yeah.
years old, it's glorious.
The JCPenney catalog was my basically first Playboy.
Yeah.
My parents didn't
yeah.
have that stuff around the house.
What
And
was
so
there was another
the,
one.
the bra section in the
Oh.
JCPenney catalog was
Frederick's a Hall.
heaven.
Fredericks,
during
yeah,
that.
Fredericks was a good one.
That was a good magazine.
Then internet came.
No, that was way later.
Yeah, in the 1990s.
We hit VHS before that. So
yeah.
When I was in high school, my dad bought me a subscription to Playboy.
Oh, for the articles.
That's all I ever read in them.
Right.
But
Well,
I don't-
yeah,
I
'cause
don't
you
know
just
what he
look at
was
the other
doing with
stuff.
them.
Yeah.
Well, it's classy.
Well, okay, so I had a subscription to it when I was in Hawaii as a mid 20 somethings. When I think it was right when my wife and I were first married, and so I got a subscription. And it's only about every third one actually makes it to your house.
Because they get stolen.
Yeah. Oh, actually, no, I did. I was TAD when I was in the Navy to the whatever stupid jobs for 3 months, and part of that was doing the mail thing for the.
Oh,
diversion.
so you're the reason why every third
No,
one made it.
but the dude in the mail office or the post office, what do they call that? Post office on base was he would be like, hey, okay, here's how this shit works, and I'm like, what are you talking about? Yeah, I get the fucking bag of mail and I take it, and he's like, no. Sometimes I hold back some, and there's always a Playboy and then they come through that's held back, and you get it, and it's got the how they put the special tag on it if it gets damaged and thing, and like a letter gets ripped open.
Or you can't open a page.
That one's been taped over with that tape saying up. It got caught in a machine or something. I'm like, motherfucker, that's you're the machine. So he's like, hey, I'm gonna give you some extra tape if you want to hold it back too. But when it gets, I'm like, no, I don't. I'm gonna sit. Because I'll be the guy to be in the office going, and my fucking lesbian senior chief's gonna walk in and be like, Blair, what the fuck? She was such a fucking cunt. I can say that, right? Cunt.
Yeah, I think
I
you
can.
It's Australian.
But she hated man, and
most females in the Navy did.
but she was like open. I mean, it was back back before everybody was kind of gentler, and I didn't care, just because I'm me. And she would always tell me, because I would do shit just to piss her off, just because I'm me. And as a third class, I'm freaking throwing my balls at her all the time. But she would tell me stuff like, you need to paint these offices on this. It'd be like a 3-day weekend. You got to come in and paint these offices. I'm like, I don't know how to paint. I'm an electronics guy. I don't know how to paint.
Yeah.
And then she said, well, this door here, this doesn't close right. It's rubbing on the carpet. She's like, we need to shave this door down. And I'm like, who the fuck do you think you're talking to?
Yeah. Call maintenance.
Shave what?
And she's like, no, it's easy. I've got the tools at home. I'm like, I bet you fucking do. Absolutely you do. And I don't remember where we're going this. But yeah, she told me once, she's like, if you can't handle this job, I'll get a female in here to do it. And I'm like,
Okay.
I never asked for this fucking job. There was nobody else. I was the lowest fucking totem pole guy. That's why I got this fucking job. So, yeah. So, yeah, my story was, the whole thing was that, Playboys.
You stole Playboy. Or
I did not know, dude.
No, the dude did.
And then, so then
the E5 that was working in the mailroom.
I think he was with fucking E2.
He had game early.
And he got busted from E2 down to E1 and back up to E2 again, I think. I think he topped out at whatever the tenure is on that. But no, just the moral of the story is if they still have print Playboys or whatever, So my subscription was always. And there was one that was, I remember who I was waiting for. 'Cause it was like next month, I was you know how they have the next month thing on the back of who's going to be, and I was like, it was like September of fucking 1999 or some shit like that. And I was like, oh shit. And that motherfucker, I'm like, fucking mailman showed up. I'm like, and it was a female mail. I'm like, bitch, where's my fucking porn? Where's my porn?
My mag at?
And they had a thing where you could go, because there was internet then, dial up, that you can go and file.
Right.
And so I would, every once in a while, be like, I didn't get this issue. And they didn't ask for proof. So I'm like, I'd get a fucking packet of like five, and they would bundle them together so they wouldn't steal those.
Right.
They would steal somebody else's. So I was like, okay, I'm on the quarterly plan now, and if I can get 3 at a time or whatever. So yeah, so I don't know if does Playboy even exist anymore?
I think it does.
Yeah, I had a prescription for like a subscription.
Yeah, my doctor wrote it.
Subscription.
He prescribed it
for about 12 years. I still have every one of those boxed up and everything.
Oh, yeah?
Someday maybe one worth some money, but yeah, they still have the Playboys, but it's mostly online.
I got like the 50th anniversary one. I think my oldest son bought it for me.
Of course he did.
It's a freaking anniversary edition.
It's like a 10-year cigar.
And it's still in the plastic.
Oh.
Yeah.
Because there was another copy that
I got 2. I would always get 2, put one on the shelf for later. But what's going to happen though is you need to wait.
Black and silver.
Yeah.
50. Yeah, it's pretty cool.
Is you got to wait till like when Pam Anderson dies.
Oh. Okay.
Then like her inaugural one is going to be worth $20.
$20.
Yeah,
right.
And then whatever fancy ones that she was in, it was like the 50th edition or whatever.
We've had some females here in the valley that have been in Playboy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There was one over there.
We have a local politician that's an ex-Active Club member whose bride has been in Playboy.
Hot damn.
Oh, I will find out later because
there was there was somebody over at in Rogue River across south side of the river that worked at a store that's not a store anymore. I think it's a restaurant, but she was in it. Here we go.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're smarter than that.
Here's the crazy part. I'm worried about all 50 people who listen to this.
47.
I'm not going to put anybody else's shit on the street.
Well, no.
We don't like to put anybody's shit unless it's our own shit and it's directly affecting our shit.
There you go.
I just can't.
No shit.
Yeah, she was.
I can't imagine.
No, I did not know that.
Yep.
A
wow.
functioning society.
Well, remember, there's a history behind the Active Club of the 70s and 80s Active Club.
Yes.
There's a reason why there's quite a few very, very, very hot wives of AC members back in those days.
Yeah, we're not like that.
We're not. People think we're that cool. We're not that cool. We're not that cool.
That was
cool
back
anymore.
in the day with what's his name?
You're talking like pipe and smoking jacket cool kind of thing and big leather lounge.
No.
That kind of cool.
And fish bowls.
Fish bowls
was
the
well, remember, it's only like 12 members back in the 70s and 80s, and they were a tight crew.
Yeah, they were.
It's disco 80s. There's a lot of more liberal ideas going on then.
My wife and a whole bunch of people sitting on, I can't think of his name, on his stairway.
Davey.
Sitting on his stairway, and they all have you don't see their faces, all you see is boobs.
Also, Dave Allen was a rock star. He's a rock star.
He's a
not
legend.
only at the club, but not only in community, but he was a badass. I mean, he played hard. He worked hard.
He was a lot of fun.
He was the man. There's a reason why there's a Dave Allen Award, because that dude was the shit. I mean, and he didn't do anything half-assed. So,
yeah, good times had by all.
Can you imagine the centerfold of a Playboy magazine putting everything out there
now?
And some jamuck has got the Playboy in plastic in the closet waiting for it to go up in price instead of appreciating the magazine.
Is anybody we know?
Can you imagine how that would make her feel?
It's like her life is useless now.
Like discarded.
Yeah.
Like you're worth nothing.
It's thrown away.
Yeah, you did all that work to get your body in shape to be up on there.
And
Barbie
some guy's
Benton.
trying to make a buck off
Trying to make a buck off of it.
Did you guys ever see her?
Unbelievable.
Barbie Benton.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, we all had the what was that, the poster thing that she was known for. Oh, wait, no, that wasn't her.
She
that
was
wasn't her.
Hugh Hefner's lady
She was,
for a while.
yeah, she was like his main one for back then.
Back then,
Before he then moved on to
somebody else.
new ones and had 3 at a time. But
Yeah. You're not wearing your bracelet yet.
no, who was the one that everybody in our generation had the poster
Farrah
of?
Fawcett.
Farrah Fawcett, but then was she the one? It was like in the t-shirt thing, hold down, and you made her think that you were completely naked on it. It was like a red t-shirt.
Oh, Farrah Fawcett. That was
Farrah Fawcett.
But that was a bikini, that was just a one piece that she wore, really, really small one piece, I believe.
I'm thinking the one that
With the hair that went
Oh,
up.
she was
the hair,
like
yeah.
a rock star.
Yeah.
I think I had that poster in my room as a kid. So
Yeah.
Don't you think that Hugh really kind of had the Epstein Island thing going?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, fuck yeah.
Yes.
I mean,
yeah,
But they were all 18 or something.
yeah, they were all legal.
but were
Yeah,
they?
he wasn't, but
They were. And they
Epstein.
made big girl choices, even though
Yeah.
they're only 18. They made big girl choices.
They're adults, allegedly.
Did he use his grandfatherly ways of influencing them to
Probably.
do what they're going to do? Yeah, I mean, obviously,
Here, I got
a lot of power. Being rich
got-
and 60.
I've got a great big bowl of cocaine.
So maybe if Epstein maybe had a catalog, things
did.
would have went a little better.
He does have a catalog.
Yeah, and that what's his name? I heard he's on the flight log 7 times.
Who? Bill Clinton?
No, the felon that we've got running for president.
Prove it.
He might not be a felon anymore.
Prove it. Prove it what?
That he was on the flight log.
I just saw it today.
What? Okay, I'm asking for proof.
I don't give a fuck what you're asking for.
Well, since you brought it up, I'm going to serve a big old fucking cup of hot chocolate. Did you watch that debate?
No.
Why not?
Because he knew it was going to be bad.
Because you know it was bad, right?
One
Well, he
guy
doesn't
lied, the other guy
understand
fell asleep
gibberish.
a lot.
One guy lied. So there was no proven lies on the Trump side, and there was 16 lies in 2 minutes by Biden.
Prove it.
Done.
All right.
It wasn't a good showing for,
No,
by Biden.
For either one.
Well, Biden made it
I
so
thought
that
it'd be
Trump looked
great.
a lot better because when you face
looked a lot-
lock and have your mouth, slack jaw open, and eyes here, I mean, and,
Oh, yeah.
side by
He did
side
a poor
screen.
job. I understand
yeah,
that.
So
But yeah.
But them memes, boy.
Yeah, no shit. And
You know,
they're
that's the
everywhere.
only reason they do it.
Yeah,
it's
just
for the
so
memes. It's for the memes.
Just for the internet, so they can get on both sides.
it's, again, I wish I had a third choice, but I got to choose the one that's done better than the one that's working right now. So
Well, Kennedy's.
Kennedy, I like Kennedy, but he's just never going to have a
he's,
chance.
he's kind of batshit crazy.
He is batshit crazy.
Well, he is, but who isn't that wants to run for that position? If they had a psychological test to be president, nobody who wanted to be it could pass.
Good pass. That's true.
Just the fact that you want to be president.
It's like being a cop.
Means-
you shouldn't be a cop if you're a cop. A lot of them shouldn't be
Yeah.
cops.
Well, that's a bold statement. I think most cops are good people.
Most
it's
are.
It's the 10% that make it look bad. I mean,
They do a great job making it look bad.
hey, I think most Democrats are good people. It's just 10% like you and just irritate the fuck out of me.
Good. I'm glad
Just
I could do that.
just kidding, Ryan.
I'm glad I can do that.
I think society in general.
I love you.
Well, you really
Shut up over there.
you got to be rich
Eat
to
some more
run
donut.
for any office.
Well,
I
it's,
can't.
You didn't have to be. You used to, but now you.
You have to.
Well,
Didn't have to be.
when-
You
I have
used
to
to-
make- yeah.
You didn't used to have to be rich. but
Yeah,
now
you know,
do.
when and I don't care which side of the aisle you're on or whatever, when you're doing fundraisers for, $250,000 a plate fundraisers in the Hamptons, you're not for the people.
Fuck no, never have been.
Never been. Never been.
You're for you.
Yeah, you're there for that, you and those who can afford $250,000 for a plate.
All right, I got to make a statement.
Here it comes.
This is bullshit. There it is. The Mexican donuts are way better than the Japanese or the Chinese donuts.
They're not Chinese donuts.
What are they? Vietnamese, Asian. Rice is rice.
Maybe they're Thai.
But dude,
That's the one from over there?
I don't know.
In the
He-
shopping center?
This is Jose over there, whatever his name is.
yeah.
Have you
I-
had
Oh, yeah,
one
Matt,
from
yeah, I used to
each
go there
box?
all the time.
Yeah.
They
From
are-
where?
they're
Have
great.
you had one from each box?
yes, I cannot finish that one.
For good reasons or bad? So you can taste the cat.
Yes,
It's-
yes.
Is
They
it
didn't
the
cook it
oil?
down
The
enough.
oil needs to be changed.
It's very oily, very. It's fluffy. It looks everything that a donut
So was the
should look.
cat. The cat was
It was
fluffy.
definitely the cat.
Yeah, it was more of that.
Versus the
It
Chihuahua
was
and the
Siamese. Yeah,
cat lard.
this is one of those fucking weird Mr. Bigglesworth fucking naked cats over here.
Yeah, those are great. Those
Yeah.
are great.
These are good donuts.
Those are from the place in the
Magic Donuts in the shopping center.
Magic
Yeah.
donuts.
Yeah.
Boy
I
brought us magic.
I happened to be in the area this morning, so I stopped and got one.
Is that an upside down apple fritter?
Yep.
It is.
God damn it!
I mean, I'll
There
have
goes my
a bite
goddamn
of
diet.
it if you like.
I was going to
You
eat.
can have you can have the whole
Well, you
thing.
can't
I was going to
finish
eat
that
right all
one, but
week
you'll
and
eat
not
that one?
drink all week.
Well, you can.
Well, you worked
It's
out,
not
though.
not the best fritter I've ever had. But
Jesus.
it's crunchy.
No, it's not the best
It needs
fritter.
it needs more apple.
Yeah.
The
No.
North End fritters are awesome.
Yeah, and he's
Yeah.
got the best bear claws too.
They just done
up
right.
there at
Babes?
Magic Donut.
Magic's is opposite.
That's that
No,
one.
the one
That's-
north end
Oh,
of town.
okay,
Just
Jelly?
Babes.
Jelly donut.
jelly
donut,
Jelly.
yeah.
At best
Jelly
fritters in
donut?
town.
Yeah,
No, that's not a great fritter. I mean, it's good, but not like the jelly donut fritters.
yeah.
Remember you go into Jelly Donuts and you'd have to wade through a stout
Cloud of smoke. Yep.
All the old boys up there just hanging out, drinking coffee, smoking cigarettes,
Yeah.
Their donuts.
laying down the law.
Yeah. Back in the good old days when America was free
What happened?
and you can make choices if you wanted to
Well,
be
now
in
it
there
only-
or not.
You're kind of doing that right now. You're having jelly donuts. You're smoking, having a drink.
Oh, yeah. We brought
laying
the
in
jelly
law.
donut here.
Yeah, it's right. It's happening right here.
So I was up in Washington to see our youngest daughter last
Okay.
week.
And when he says ours, he doesn't mean ours collectively here. in the
Right,
room.
right.
Yeah, it's not our daughter.
That's
It's
correct.
not our daughter. We
She has
so that
all her
because
teeth.
our 47 people that listen to us will get lost because they're not that smart.
She has all her teeth, so just
She has
mine.
all her teeth. Well, that's good. She's still young.
So, of course, Total Wine, you got to make an appearance. Check out the big city selection, right?
Okay.
Amazing.
Were you a winner?
Amazing. The bourbon aisle it's like a Broadway show. Both sides.
Leg kicks and everything.
Center attractions, towers, everything.
All the Jim Beam and Jack Daniel you could buy?
No, all the good stuff is there.
It's just expensive.
The price was not bad.
It's not great like Oregon, though.
However, 20% tax on spirits.
Oh, yeah.
Sales
Welcome
tax?
to free enterprise.
So you buy a bottle
tax
and you're
on
paying
top.
$20 in tax
Yeah.
on top of
Sales tax.
the 10.2% state tax.
Yeah, 30% tax.
Liquid therapy is
Cheaper-
now
cheaper
more
in Mexico.
expensive than street drugs.
Yeah, well, it's been that way.
Why
for
do
a
you
while.
think people are self-medicating?
So, did you buy a bottle?
I did.
You did not?
Out of principle,
Good for you.
I walked out with
Did
a
you-
bottle of wine
Bottle of wine.
because
Yeah,
wine's only 10%.
that's what Rebecca wanted.
Wine's only 10%.
Okay, so what
is
did
it
you
just,
find?
So that was in a bona fide liquor store, or is it just like
Total
supermarket?
Wine.
Yeah, Total Wine.
Why do they have liquor in Total Wine?
Yeah, that's
Because
not
it's
Total
a
Wine.
big-
It's no longer. It's Total Wine and liquor.
Yeah.
And
It's
it's
like
huge.
a
It's like a Costco
Bevmo.
freaking.
Yeah,
It's like a
Bevmo.
liquor barn they've got
Like-
down in California.
exactly.
It's massive. It's a
So
warehouse.
if you were to buy a bottle up there that you didn't have in the collection of drinking, what were you looking at that you had to make a decision on?
Besides the Jim Beam and Jack Daniels, because that's a given.
Yeah.
All right.
Sure.
Elijah Craig, Colonel.
Colonel Sanders.
Ocean.
all that stuff is, I think, is overhyped.
Okay.
I think the cool stuff is we all smoke cigars. I love to pair cigars, and the finishing of whiskey right now is off the charts. Right? They're taking whiskey and they're aging it in wine barrels, rum barrels.
Right.
They're aging it in
In
everything, cognac. So the blends that really do well with cigars is this Old Elk cigar blend.
Okay. Have you heard of that, Jay?
Yep. Yeah, I was watching a little review on TikTok the other day about Old Elk bourbons.
Yeah.
Yep. And they're just kind of like Woodinville. They're really being creative with what they finish their ports and
Yeah,
brandy
and-
wine and cabernets. They do all kind of crazy.
Where's it out?
finishing.
Where's it out of?
I'm not sure. It's not out of. I don't think it's out of Kentucky or
What's it called?
Tennessee. I think
Old
it's like Old Elk. Yeah, I saw.
It could be Old Goat. We haven't talked about Goat Mountain in a long time.
We have not.
We need money.
Yeah.
We need lots of money for Goat Mountain.
We do.
And if the listeners that have not heard us talk about Goat Mountain in so long while Roy's looking up Old Elk, we're going to talk about Old Gope.
Like
Gope.
not goat.
Granting opportunity and
Purpose.
Pussy.
Purpose.
Purpose.
It's our foundation that we want to create to help the less unfortunate people
The
get off
less
the street.
unfortunate, so the fortunate ones is what
Yeah,
you're
the
trying to say.
fortunate,
Okay.
the fortunate, less unfortunate.
Old Elk comes out of Fort Collins, Colorado.
Oh,
So does Woodinville out of Colorado. It's
okay.
interesting.
No, that explains a lot.
And
Well, there's
Woodinville's
also-
really pumping out some good stuff.
Do
too.
they? Are they?
Yeah, I've got a couple bottles. They're great.
Are they distilling it out there? Or are they? Because a lot of them I know, like even like Whistle Pig started out, buying from Canada and then doing it the finishing
own
side,
blends,
their own
their own
blend
blends,
and
yep.
finishing and random stuff to make their own custom thing.
Which they still do.
They still
but
do for some.
They do do now have their own that they're distilling
Correct.
in New York.
Something like that. Somewhere up that.
That's what Barrel Bourbon does. I don't think Barrel makes their own bourbon, but they just
They
buy
finish
awesome
it
stuff and do
finish it,
blends.
yeah.
Yeah.
And it's pretty crazy. They don't have their own distillery.
We could do the same. I still want to do our barrel. I still want to do. I don't think we want to wait 5 years or 7 years for your bourbon to get ready because we're not that patient. But I do.
We don't
want
have the attention span.
No, we don't. But we want to get a barrel from a distillery and create our label for Three Guys and Sometimes Bob Bourbon, and that we can use that to go through Steam or wherever to sell
Yeah,
those
because I can do a
bottles.
transfer and bond through anybody.
Yeah. So it'd be really cool to do. But getting back to Goat Mountain is we need to find that because we're not going to hit the lottery anytime soon.
We need to find that guy that bought the church
Yeah. We
for
need
$9
that-
million.
He
Yeah,
didn't
that
buy
guy.
the church. The church bought the building.
Whatever.
Yeah,
he bought the church.
No, he bought the church. Don't worry.
Wait, I
It
thought
still
they
says for
received
sale, though.
A generous donation.
We can do a. I have a great idea for a GoFundMe. I just need
Somebody could do it.
I just need a million people to interact with
Did
it.
you say a GoFundMe?
A GoFundMe. I like it. A GoFundMe. All we need is people to donate $1. I need 1 million people to donate $1.
No, you need 10 million people.
Well, 10 million would be fantastic.
Or
cut
10
yourself
people to do $1 million.
Or 10 people to do
We're
a
not.
million.
We're not.
We're not
picky.
greedy.
We're not picky.
No, not
Yeah, we could
picky.
do that.
But I think as we always think, it can happen. We really want it to happen. We just need
Since they can't live in
we need
town
money.
anymore.
Oh, Rodney's always coming and bugging me.
Rodney's got work.
Really? That's all we're getting?
H99.
It's a what?
That's the swag for the event.
What's is that? An ashtray?
Yeah, crystal.
Crystal ashtray. That's pretty. I mean,
Crystal.
how many of those are we going to get?
22.
22 ashtrays, 22 cutters, and
Put me down for the deal.
I have
yeah, the deal is done. Oh, you wanted a box of cigars for that, didn't you?
I asked for boxes.
Plural with an S.
You wanted picks,
ES.
right? Did you order? Do we order any
we didn't
picks?
order any of that.
Oh,
Basically, they said fuck you.
T52 pigs.
if they're available.
Available right now.
H99 Grande Robustos.
Out of stock.
You got to roll the R.
Grande
Robusto.
See,
We're getting 66 rests, 66 bottle openers, 66 cutters, and 22 ashtrays.
Okay,
I want the deal.
you're going to get the deal.
All of the deals.
Bring all your money.
I want the biggest deal possible.
Well, that's a box deal.
Yeah,
Box deal.
2 boxes.
Oh, you're going to get double the shit.
Come on, get some Liga in here, man.
Dude, we got fucking Liga in there.
You don't know what we have stashed.
Yeah, you don't know.
Yeah, shut up.
You don't know me.
You don't know him.
Okay, I'll
Speaking
wait
of
to
cigars,
be
though,
surprised.
Roy, the one you gave me the other day, awesome.
Which,
It was the one out of Texas.
oh,
The box press.
yeah, Southern Draw Kudzu.
Southern Draw. Yeah.
I did not.
Well, that's right. We had the conversation.
I had that.
Oh, my God.
I had that in the pool at
Well,
the.
yeah, we're going to start working
at
on that.
the Golden Nugget upstairs, and I knew it was good because everybody around me was going.
Oh,
Okay.
Means it had some flavor to it. I was like,
Yeah,
yep.
yeah.
It wasn't just wafting by,
No.
it wasn't no
Every once in a
Monte
while-
Cristo white. It was,
Yeah.
yes, I'm smoking a fucking cigar. Enjoy,
All right.
enjoy my
All right,
aura.
All right.
That's right.
Yes, Jesse, we'll get you. your
Get the plugs out of your ears and enjoy.
Grazie, grazie.
52 pigs.
T52 pigs.
Why would you bother smoking a pig?
It's the size.
Well, it's almost like a penis, but different.
No, I don't know what it is, but in
the
that
fact
size.
that you said almost in front of that already means it's different. You didn't have to follow up with
Yeah.
that.
So we're also getting the event only stick is H99 double A Corona.
Okay.
Damn.
Good.
Getting
Big
5
mode.
boxes. We're allocated 11 if we want to buy them, but I bought 5. That's what you told me to buy.
Allocated 11 what?
11
H99s?
boxes that we have to buy. So you told me 5. And then
We're going to have
also
cigars.
Now we need to follow this up with another pairing
Sure.
because I've been working on it.
All
And
right.
then we're also getting the Willie's event only cigar,
Oh, cool.
Habano Pig Coffin.
Oh.
Pig coffin?
Oh, a pig coffin?
Pig Coffin.
You just kind of like
Did you just
cummed in your pants a little bit, didn't you?
Yes, please.
So the pairing should be all bourbons or whiskeys finished in these ports, and brandy would be great. It'd be a fun event to do that.
It's really weird how it's taken a massive turn, right? It used to be, if it's not straight bourbon from Kentucky, then it
It's
doesn't
not.
belong in the conversation.
Yeah,
But
things
these finished bourbons are really amazing. Who cares how they get there?
Yeah, exactly.
If the flavor's right, and like JJ said, you can get all of this stuff on the shelf. All this good stuff
At a great price, less than $50.
at a great price.
Yeah.
It's all these allocated brands that are really
More hype.
okay. They're
more
okay
hype.
brands
Right.
that they hold back. They limit the release. The price goes up. But who's it go up for? It doesn't go up for them. It really is for the outlet, right? The liquor store to make money.
Well, liquor stores here get a certain amount. They're not going to go.
Yeah, they're locked in at a margin. I mean, everything they sell is
Oregon
the margin.
is
whatever the hell the margin
one of the
is,
best
yeah.
states to be in.
Oh, for-
state-controlled pricing
Yes. Oh, yeah.
is absolutely great.
Now, as a distiller, you don't like that because you have to go through a bunch of different hoops and everything.
Yes and no. I like it because if I send a pallet up to OLCC's warehouse, they handle distribution.
Right. Well, which is good that way,
costs me
but
50%.
the margins are way lower on a closed market versus an open market.
Correct.
I mean, you could turn around and sell your vodka for $60. I mean, you could price it whatever you want.
What the thing is, I sell when we sell out of our location, we have to sell at the same price as we list it for in the liquor store.
Right.
The difference is if you go to the liquor store and buy it there, a $30 bottle, I get 15.
Right.
The state takes 15.
Yeah.
You buy it from mine,
You get
100.
$100.
I pay the state like 5 then.
Right.
It's a lot lower percentage.
That's why I don't buy liquor at the liquor store. I buy it from the establishment because you're getting 95% of the money versus 50% of it. But they're handling, for their 50%, they're handling distribution.
Well, they're not. I walk it over there. They ain't doing shit for me.
Right. If you were to ship it to, if it was
Correct.
going to go up to the warehouse, they would handle it to all liquor stores that want it.
Yeah.
What is Texas? Is Texas like Oregon, or are they?
Texas sucks.
It sucks. So it's too bad.
Because
Always has.
they've
too hot there.
expanded
Yeah.
they've expanded allocations to the point that you can't get anything beyond a mass-produced whiskey. Everything else is
There's no boutique shit.
you have an account. They look up your account. You got to buy a certain amount before it doesn't even get out in the shelves.
Yeah.
You have to spend money at the store to get allocated stuff, and the price is up there.
Right. Yeah, you're not walking into a liquor store and going, "I want a bottle of Blanton's, please." And they're going to look at you and go, "Fuck, we can't even get that." And when they do get it, it's like $200 a bottle. It's like I paid $65.
Yeah, $60.
$60 for a bottle of Blanton's, and they're paying $300 for a bottle down there.
It's ridiculous.
Yeah, I've got to get another bottle of
We know.
rye, finished rye.
We know Oregon was super dirty for the last few years too. We couldn't find any of the allocated stuff.
Yeah.
And then you find out like the
Fuckers.
admin of OLCC
Yep,
was
yep.
pocketing it
Yep.
and selling it and had deals.
It was
with,
a great
with stores.
scam what they were doing. They had friends in the liquor stores, and so they would allocate those cases. Say it was Pappy, they would send a 20-year and an 18 and Rip or whatever to these liquor stores, and then they would go in there
Buy it
and
at
buy it
cost.
themselves.
Yep.
Buy it at whatever the market value was for Oregon,
$300
which is cheap.
Dirt cheap for a 20-year.
And then they were grabbing that, and then they were profiting by selling it to whoever for
Friends, yeah.
$4,000 or $5,000 a bottle,
Online.
because that's what it goes for in the open market.
Yeah.
So they created their own special interest groups.
Yeah.
Oh, absolutely.
it was super dirty. I mean,
Yeah,
it's
dirty.
Crazy how dirty it was.
That's why they're all fired.
They all got fired.
Right.
Yeah, see, when that was all going down and I heard about it, I was thinking about it, I was like, I could see myself doing that, but not to the
It's a great scam.
It would have been, I wouldn't have done that and just held. I would have been like, okay, it's going to this liquor store. I'd have been like, it's getting delivered at 10 o'clock. I know exactly when it's going to show up there. I'm going to go there myself and get me a bottle for my own consumption. I wouldn't have been like, I'm holding all of it so nobody else can have it. That's according to market. But I would have sort of used my insider knowledge to know when I'm going shopping.
Well, it's weird.
Absolutely.
We have our two main liquor stores in town. One is exactly like you said. Literally on their delivery day, they put everything on the shelf at 9 o'clock. And it's first come, first, and there's a line at the door.
Yeah.
And then you walk over to another liquor store in town, and you walk in there right after the delivery, and I know where they're all at. I can see them through the window.
Yep, exactly.
But I'm not. I'm on the list for 5 years now. I've never been called.
Wow.
But if I say something, sometimes she'll say, "Oh, you're next on the list."
Yeah.
I'm like, oh, that's awesome.
Or I just walked
Or
down
Garrett
there.
walks in and she goes, "What do you want? Here's 12 bottles." I'm like, motherfucker.
So which one?
I'm
I'll
not
take
G Money.
I'll
Which
take
one is
7
it
of them.
on the shelves? The one over there?
Yep.
Yeah.
One over there.
Who's got my lighter?
I've got a friend that goes there every day every Thursday at opening hour. Waits. I know these 7 or 8 guys in line.
Party foul.
I can
You just
see it. I
drop
just
an
can't get it.
ashtray into the.
no,
No.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
No, just a lighter.
It's moderately clean.
Yeah.
But
So yeah, it's a lot of good stuff. Can be get if you can get there the right days, know it's there, because you can see on the website what's been allocated
Yeah,
there.
yeah, exactly.
And they try to tell me, well, no, that's not accurate. I'm like, I bet you it's pretty accurate, but they
It
promise
goes
it
off
to
their
the.
shipping list.
They
It's automated.
promise it to bars, and I get the bars buy a fuck ton more than I buy.
because they have to.
And again, I'm sure the owners of the liquor stores walk into those bars, and their bill may be adjusted appropriately for hooking those bars up with the better bottles.
It's like going what do you call it down there? Taqueria used to be. I don't know what it's called now.
Still taqueria.
The taqueria,
Taqueria?
yeah, just
It's
not
just
nicer.
fancy. It's fancier taqueria now.
Yeah.
It's fancy taqueria.
It's fancy tacos.
That's
now.
guy he's probably got damn near every kind of tequila, which would make sense.
Well,
for
he
a Mexican
should because it's a
restaurant.
Mexican restaurant.
Yeah.
He doesn't have
Not. Yeah, these got way more than the Hong Kong's got.
Oh, I'm sure. Yeah. And next door, he gets, I'm sure, certain things, and any other high class establishment will get top shelf shit first.
Yeah.
Yeah, and yeah, that's just
Yeah, because if you look at it from say Pat and Gretchen next door here, if they know that taqueria people are in there every week, a couple times, whatever, getting this high end on a regular basis, they're probably going to hold a few back.
Oh, yeah.
Knowing that their next orders
Well, it's
should be due,
The big black bottle of Plaza Azul.
Yeah.
The black one. It's a nice reposado. $79 a shot last time I was down there, taqueria. I go, 3 of those pays for the bottle.
I was at Paris, and they had a great whiskey selection and bourbon selection, and I saw they had just green label Weller, which you can buy here in Oregon for $30.
$30.
A
For the whole bottle.
shot was $95. Antique 107, which is only $10 more in Oregon, a shot was $150.
Oh, fuck that.
Then their 12-year Weller, which is only like $65 in Oregon, they wanted $275. They had the whole lineup. They had the 12-year, the full proof, the CYOB. It is.
Which is the brown one with the kind of reddish label?
that's
red.
the Weller.
Brown- no,
It's a Weller, and it costs like double what the green
That's
does.
the 12-year.
Well, that's the orange. The
okay,
Antique 107
Yeah.
is the Weller. It's the same as what
I bought
Weller
it-
Special, but it's just 107 proof instead of 90 proof.
Okay, I got one for it was $180, I think.
You got the one. It's probably the 107.
Yeah, you pay $40 for it in Oregon though.
So
Yeah.
wait,
Yeah.
are you telling me people go to a Mexican restaurant and order shots of high-end tequila?
Can you imagine such a thing? While they're eating a taco, perhaps, or a burrito.
Crazy.
But not a chimichanga, because those people don't drink
No,
tequila.
they don't deserve it.
Or are they putting
An empanada, maybe.
high-end tequila in their margarita
No.
as if it
Fuck no.
makes a difference?
They're putting silver in their margaritas.
Gretchen told me you're a fool for putting high end because there's great Azul pure
Yeah.
tequila you can buy for $17-20 a bottle.
Why would you-
that will taste awesome in a margarita. She's
Yeah.
like, it's almost sacrilege. Why would you put a $70
Right.
shot of sipping tequila into
Right.
a margarita
Yeah,
mix?
but if I make a bourbon 7, sometimes I like, or a rum and whatever, I like high-end rum because I want to be able to taste the rum instead of
Oh yeah,
the mix.
there's a lot of good 8-year rums you can get for less than $30 though for mixing your stuff. So
Yeah.
you don't have to use a $100 bottle of rum. I'm not a
Yeah,
rum guy yet. I
but-
mean, I want to be. It's just too
I've
sweet.
never been. Yeah, I've never
If I
been.
want to drink a good drink, I want to use good booze. I shouldn't.
Yeah.
But the rule of thumb is you don't use good shit to
Get
mix.
H&H. I mean, it's
Yeah, but-
$12 a bottle, and it's the same exact lineup as the Wellers and stuff like that. It's just
Yeah,
younger.
yeah.
It's just a 2-year or a 3-year, but the same flavors, the same mix, that kind of stuff.
Well, I'm talking like margaritas and tequila. I'm not going to put a silver in my margarita. I'm going to drink Anejos.
Well, no, get an
and
agave,
reposados.
a 100% agave tequila.
Yeah, but you got to get good tequila.
No, that's.
I know it's sacrilege.
You're putting sugar and lime juice in it.
Yeah, but
Yeah, you put all kind of crap in it.
But
all
it's
kinds of
good
crap in it.
tequila. It doesn't have that.
Yeah. No, Gretchen was great because he's always trying to get me to buy tequila for some reason, and I'm terrible at tequilas. and she'll look, and I go, I like that stuff. And I pointed at the blue and white fancy bottle with the lid on it.
Right.
And she goes, that's crap. You know how much preservatives and all kinds of sugars and stuff added to that? I go, I always was told that's really good stuff. And she's like, fuck no. And she started pointing these ones. And they're all 100% agave.
Yeah.
No added colors, no nothing. And she knows her tequila stuff. I'm just not that guy yet. But she handed me a $17 bottle of agave tequila. Yeah. And it was super smooth, great in a margarita. Got just as fucking fucked up on as I would a $100 shot fucking tequila.
Right. But we did do a tequila tour down in Mexico, down in Cabo or Puerto Vallarta, and learned a lot about it, how it's done. And
was this before or after the knee hurting incident?
This was before.
Okay.
Yes, before. I'm still fucking suffering.
Where he died?
Yeah.
Right
in front of me. I knew he was dead.
I died. I might still be there.
We don't know.
So the big question.
I heard something really weird. I'm gonna go into some fucking rabbit hole shit right here.
Oh fuck.
I'm gonna fuck your mind up.
I wanted to get a dig in on you first. Because
go dig away.
Okay, so if you lost the weight that you have in the past 3 months,
6 months,
would that accident have been as bad?
Yeah.
If it would have been your 300-pound self versus
my
the
260-pound self,
280-pound self.
You're an asshole.
I think he would not have maneuvered as slow on that shitty fucking ladder.
He wouldn't have bounced so much on the water.
I mean, obviously.
Well, no. I see. I'm going the other way, thinking he was more buoyant then.
No, the buoyancy wasn't the problem. It was the fucking fall when
the gravity
on that rickety ladder, and he tried to spin around and give me an next set of goggles. And as he spun around, being the athlete he was, he slipped and both his feet went through, and then he fell forward. And I knew after 5 seconds of him not moving, I thought, oh God, he's out. And then and when he rolled over, he said my leg, and how he fell, I go, he's going to raise his leg out of the water, and I'm going to see this 90-degree angle because he fell sideways.
Some Theismann action right there.
Yeah, and full weight.
He walks like a bird.
Yeah, it was awful. And he was a champ. He walked around and did
for another week.
Another week. There 6 days.
With a broken tibia plate.
Blame it on the alcohol.
No, we were sober.
They were sober. They wouldn't serve us drinks until
you were able to survive afterwards because of the alcohol.
Because of alcohol, absolutely.
Yeah. He got us alcohol early, though. They weren't serve us until all diving was done. And they go, do you want a drink? And because they're trying to make it up like, hey, this guy's going to fucking sue us. So all of a sudden I came back. He's got a drink. And I'm like, we can't get alcohol yet. He goes, we can now. You're welcome. The sacrifices he makes.
Dude, like a boss every time.
Yeah.
Love it.
Okay, so you ready for the newest rabbit hole?
Yeah, does it have a screen? Like a door you can close?
No, maybe.
All right, I see.
So I was listening to a video of a gal that was a medium or a psychic or whatever doing a reading for somebody. And she said it's never really happened to her in the past, but she was actually talking with Nostradamus. And
was he a real person?
They're saying he was.
And
his quatrains and everything. But the thing is that we misinterpreted like 80% of what Nostradamus was writing.
Oh, kind of like the Bible.
Yeah, kind of like the Bible.
Easy.
But it was celebrate.
It was celebrate, right.
And that she was able to actually go into this thing through people of talking to him. And he was telling her, now if you want to believe this or not, that's up to you.
No, she was channeling him.
She was channeling him. But she's saying that she's from, the 2000s. And he's going, I know you're from the 2000s because I'm in the 1600s. And we are in the same time, but so it's time continuing.
Like a parallel.
It's a parallel universe where
not universe, time.
Section so thing. What they're saying that time's still standing in their time, and we're in our time, and it is never stopped. So everybody's living at the same moment, but it's just a different year. It's just a different time.
That's not the same moment.
They're not dead.
It's a parallel time.
Parallel moment.
It's kind of like Back to the Future and Back to the Not Future.
Right,
to the past one, whatever. I don't know. They're up to like 12 episodes now. Whatever.
I mean, it's kind of weird to think about. It's like
parallel universe. Not, I guess it would be. Maybe it's not universe though, but maybe it is universe.
So what you're saying is, when they go to these like Civil War sites and they say they see ghosts in the close of that era, that they're still
there.
They're still there.
and they're just transferring into your current dimension.
I hope I don't die this year.
I mean, if you think about it, it's like calling someone from the 1600s and they're going, yeah, I'm doing this, this, and this, and well, I'm doing this, this, and this. Like, oh, okay, that's what you're doing. Like we're talking on a podcast right now, and he goes, well, we have here. What's a podcast? Kind of weird.
So basically, an alternate reality, which may also be referred to as an alternate quantum reality, alternate timeline, or parallel timeline, is a self-contained, separate reality. It is believed there are an infinite number of different realities. So, well, this is talking about the same time frame now. Parallel dimension.
It's heavy.
Parallel dementia?
Dementia. That was on the debate last week.
Two at once.
Oh, poor Joey. I feel bad for him.
I don't.
Do. I feel bad that they're treating him that way.
Without the shock therapy.
I mean, it's
He's not in charge.
No, he's not in charge.
He's a puppet for the
Obama.
progressive and the ideas. And again, it all comes down to
be.
money. It's not a left thing. It's not a right thing. The people that they put up to be, and again, except for maybe Trump, because Trump is such a fucking asshole and he's fucking independent and he's kind of crazy and he's obviously a dick as a fucking boss and everything else.
But he gets it done.
He's not part of that inner circle of politicians that are supposed to do the bidding of who's really in charge.
Right,
that's BlackRock. That's the
it's
big money.
It's a Manchurian
$250,000 a plate at the Hamptons.
Yeah.
All everything that's going on. Their job is to keep the other 99% of us happy, quote unquote happy.
Confused.
Make us mad, make us angry, make us blame something else. Don't look behind the curtain of what's really going on, of why these super, super, super rich are getting super and super, super more rich and controlling our politics, and have us fight about abortion, have us fight about the border, have us fight about other bullshit, and not actually worry about the
stuff that
$80 billion that went to Ukraine and the $60 billion of it that went back to big business in America. Oh, and the $20 billion that's missing in Ukraine.
Right.
I mean, and literally cash just gone. And don't ask me questions about Gaza or Israel.
Why do we send fucking plane loads of
for that very
reason, so it can disappear.
So it's supposed to be so that they have the money to buy the basic needs, to buy food and buy this.
Fucking check.
Exactly. Why would you send? We did the same thing in Afghanistan. We did the same thing in Iraq. The same thing in Iran. We send these pallets of cash because we actually are paying money to the big people on our enemies.
Yeah,
we're paying them cash to do certain things, to keep the war going, to keep everything else. I mean, the drugs running when we had the war on drugs. We're really trying to kill the war on drugs.
No, there's too much money.
No, there's too much money in it.
Yeah. You know, that's like walking down to the Riverside Park and handing an unhomed person that has a drug habit.
That's City Park camper is what we're calling it.
City Park camper, and handing them $100 bill and going, I want you to go buy food and a new set of clothes, and they're going to go, okay, I'm going to do it.
Yeah.
Here's $100 bill, and they go and buy meth, alcohol.
Well, and the thing is, because cash money is a fungible asset. You can't dictate what it's being used for.
Right.
You know, when they sent a number of years ago, they sent that pallet of frickin' so many $1 billion to Iran because it was their money that we confiscated.
Right.
And they said, we're going to get this back, but you can't use it for military purposes. And they're like, okay, we're going to use it to buy tacos. And then our taco money we're going to use for military purposes now.
Right.
So they satisfied the agreement of the agreement, but in all reality, no, they didn't. Because you can't control where cash goes.
No, but you can, and I think with the new thing of we're going to give you money, but we're going to give it to you in weapons. It's the same concept.
Well, our military-industrial complex has run society for hundreds of years.
I think we should be sporting them with cigars. The federal government can buy them from us, all of them.
I would, because you are a big supplier of cigars,
right? And we should be able to send them.
And you give them a bulk rate
and vodka. We would cut them a deal. You know, we give them 10% off, like the military discount, and they just give us millions of dollars for a little bit of product,
and they get taxed on it.
Yes.
Yeah, absolutely.
So they make their money plus.
Right, and they get to turn around and sell it to give it to them as a goodwill.
Dude, I could end the war in a fucking month. If I was the president, we really want to end the war.
Yeah.
Why the fuck is Russia still in the United Nations? they are attacking another nation.
Yeah,
get the fuck out.
Against the rules.
And then saying, in NATO, hey, we're not buying anything from Russia. Nobody from Russia can travel here. Any Russian dollars in our banks or in our stock markets is frozen.
Because
you want to end the war because it's big money. They literally don't want to end the war.
And that's what Trump is trying to go say. I will end this. I will end this before it even happens.
Yeah,
I will end this shit now. And everybody go, no, you can't. You can't do it. He goes, oh, yeah, I can.
When he threatened to get out of NATO, when he threatened to get out of the United Nations, they said he was a crazy man. You know what NATO and United Nations did? They started fucking giving out more money. They started dishing out cash because he said, we can't pay 90% of the bill when all of you guys make just as much money together as we do. So you guys should be paying 50% and we'll pay 50%. And they said, you're crazy. You can't threaten the United Nations like that. You can't threaten NATO like that.
When you fund 90% of an entity, you can threaten the fuck out of it.
Yes, you can. And guess what?
You get
There was checks written the next week by a bunch of the nations in the United Nations, a bunch of nations in NATO, because they actually believe that this fucking crazy fucking orange head guy was going to back the fuck out of NATO and back the fuck out of the United Nations. And that's where all their money comes from. We fund all that fucking bullshit. And they don't want wars in. And that's not a Biden thing. That's not a, I mean, there wasn't any wars going on when Trump was in charge. No. Just so you know. We had people in Afghanistan still, but it wasn't fucking the ugliness that we had 1 year after fucking Biden said that, well, let's get out of Afghanistan and kill 13 people. That didn't happen, I guess. What he said on Thursday was,
he said
no one's ever died on his watch. He's the first president never to lose a single military member, and he says that while we have 13 people were fucking killed at Abbey
How
Gate.
do you think those Gold Star families feel now?
Well, they're pissed.
Oh, they're fucking hot. They were hot when it happened.
He's never called them. The 13 that were killed,
nope.
They all got letters like 6 months saying, thank you for your sacrifice. But you know who did call him?
Trump.
He wasn't even the president, and he called him. So, again, never voted for the guy. So I vote independent. That's what I do.
That's the great thing about our Independence Day coming up. We have the right to do whatever we want. You don't have to vote for the orange guy. You don't have to vote for the dementia guy. You can vote for the shoeless RFK guy, or you can write in whoever you want. You can write in, Michael Blair for president.
Don't do that.
You might get like one vote, and that would be, he's the winner.
Yeah.
You can vote for that movie that, who was that, who's the guy that did cocaine and got blown up? The black guy.
There's just so many things there. The guy
could be anybody.
No, it's a movie.
Richard Pryor. Yeah.
Richard Pryor.
None of the above.
He didn't get blown up. He caught on fire.
Well, blown up. It's all true statements. But he was in that movie. Not Brewster's Million.
Well, he was in that too, but
he wasn't Brewster's Million.
But it was
the vote for none of the above.
Yeah,
and he ends up Silver Streak. Is that what?
That was the train one.
Oh, okay.
With Gene Wilder.
But yeah, vote for none of the above, and he gets voted for president.
But don't you really think that they want you to believe that not anyone could do these jobs? They are so highly qualified over anyone else.
No.
I guarantee you, JJ could pick a cabinet of people and go in and do the same job better.
I could do it better.
Way better.
I just watch the news and I see 5,000 people go across the border. I would say, stop that. I'm not anti-immigrant, but that can't be the way it's done.
That's not.
How do you look at it for the last 2 years and watch 7 million people come across the border? So
no, the movie Dave.
I love that movie.
Yeah,
that is a
great movie.
That is a great movie. That's the way this country. He goes into the cabinet and goes, "We're going to fix the budget right now." They're like, "Well, we don't have time for it." He goes, "Oh no, we're doing it." He goes, "Do we really need this?" Well, yeah, we got to save the butterflies and the gnats on the bee's ass. No, we don't need to do that. We need to do this. Great movie, love it.
I got a rule. I got a lunch date. So
good.
But thank you for.
Is it with Francis?
It's actually with my good friend Eric Armstrong. He lives retired here. Used to have the HVAC company here in town, and
he's out from Arizona.
And he's back from Arizona, and he goes, it's crazy. He left Arizona, get away from the heat. And it's supposed to be like 103 here, I think.
112 by Saturday
in Grants Pass.
Yeah.
It's supposed to be 117 on Shasta.
Yeah,
so
good luck with that.
Thank God I got AC. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge.
Yeah.
All right, boys.
All right.
Love the show. I wish you had I tried to listen to you guys live on the way here. Couldn't find the channel.
We're working on that.
All over XM.
I don't know how. We're working on it.
Later, bros.
Absolutely.
All right. Take care, JJ.
Well, it's not streaming live yet, right?
No, not live. It's recorded.
Yeah.
It's recorded live.
Recorded live and then streamed.
Unedited.
How do we go live?
I don't know.
Okay.
It's 2 hours into it right now.
Yeah, we're an hour 48 minutes, so we've had a good talk. We've done some good stuff. One last thing was the thing.
That's
The thing?
The Supreme Court about our camping people. That's one last thing I wanted to bring up before I forget, because I don't remember next week is, and I don't know where it goes from there.
The Grants Pass thing?
The Grants Pass thing.
I think they just repealed it, saying that they can remove them.
They can continue with their previous ordinances that were blocked. Right.
Right. We're saying that you now can move. Now we can.
You can't.
It goes
stay
back
here.
to a 48. It probably goes back to an hourly thing that you, after this amount of time, you have to move on. You cannot come back. And for like 7 days or whatever the original ordinance was.
Yeah.
And quit feeding the bears and they won't come back. That's the whole thing. Is move along, get along, go somewhere else, and if you get kicked out of there, then maybe you go to another place. And eventually, they're going to go to other counties or other states.
Well, and I was reading something in the paper day before's paper, whatever it was. I think it was the 30th paper when the Daily Courier, for what it's worth.
Grants Pass Daily Fish Rest?
Yeah,
Yep.
that's it. Yeah, it had a thing on there about how the Gospel Rescue Mission. Ever since the lawsuit hit and the ordinance was not enforceable, their occupancy level dropped by like 50%.
Oh yeah.
And so now they're kind of hoping that people will then, they'll take the assistance and the help and all that kind of stuff because they have no place to go to get. Summertime, I'm thinking it's not going to be big, but once it gets cold and wet again, that's when it'll make the difference.
Who wants to be out there in that cold, wet shit? But they're making a conscious decision to do that.
Correct.
They could be like, they're gypsies anyway, to a point.
You're right.
Well, they need to gypsy their asses out of here or
someplace
go
warmer.
do something.
The gypsies worked their ass off, though.
Yeah, they do.
And they were scamming you. They're scamming you. They're scamming you, but they worked for that
Hey,
shit.
we'll slurry seal your driveway.
Yes.
Yeah, do something.
Ultimately, it's not a good deal.
No.
Because ultimately,
You're still
they
fucked up and have no place to
Exactly. Your lifestyle's not
out of
changing.
here, and they go somewhere else. So
go. It's called NIMBY, not in my backyard.
the goal
Yeah.
is really to find a solution.
And unfortunately, they're spending a lot of, just like you asked JJ, could you fix the country if you're president? I could fix the homeless situation. I could do everything because they're misappropriating funds. They've done it hugely in California. They've spent billions of dollars, and they're no better off from day one.
No, there's no incentive once you get to that
Oregon
level.
My brother Jimmy likes Rush Limbaugh's thing about there was some guy got busted. Cops came in, got into his tent, took some shit, and he said, "Hey, no, that's my house. You didn't have a warrant." Well, if that's the case, Rush said, "Oh, this is home. He's not homeless. That just got rid of the homeless population."
Right.
There's something to
play
that.
on words, but
Yeah.
there is right ways to do things, and everybody's got an idea, but everybody doesn't want to work together because your idea is too liberal, your idea is too conservative, so you're a mean person because you're conservative and you don't want them, and we think you're just giving away the free food and feeding the bears, so you're a bad person. There's
things, and
somewhere in the middle.
We've talked about it before to some extent. Of there's never in the history of this country has a blanket approach to everything ever worked.
No, it's
you need to look at individuals as individuals and their circumstances and say,
point.
okay, this is the fix for you today.
Goat Mountain.
This is the fix for you tomorrow. It's not going to be
going to work for you or me.
Yeah,
it's gonna
exactly.
Work for that fella.
Yeah, in his circumstances, his mindset, whatever he's got going on in his life.
We can go to any park here in town and go to every individual and go, line them up 30, 40, 50 deep and go, what is your immediate need? What do you need right now?
What's today's problem?
And the honest one's going, I need some fucking math. Well, you're not going to get that, but I'm going to give you this.
Yeah.
Go to the next person who goes, I just want a job. Great. I know Juan over here's got a landscaping company and he needs someone to shovel shit in the backyard of JJ's house because he doesn't want to pick up shit. So I'm going to give you $20 an hour to shovel shit.
Yep.
Great. You got a job. What do you need? I need medical attention because my leg's falling off because I did horse tranquilizers. Great. Let's get the nurse over here. I did hear yesterday that the hospices and stuff here in town, they got clients that are down there in Tent City.
No,
the medical hospice and everything. You're having to deal with something that you are not fond of doing it because you're doing it because you're a good, kind person. But to get the help that you need for her is pulling strings. But if you take her and put her down there at the Riverside Park, she can get all the help in the world.
Yeah, well,
without
that
jumping
full-
through the hoops.
Full bucket, empty bucket.
Full
Yeah,
bucket,
exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Oh, fucking get me started. Let's go. And that's why I'm not going to become a politician in Grants Pass,
Correct.
because my views are going to be extremely on the conservative side of helping people and not giving shit away. And that makes me a bad person.
Yeah,
and that fucking irritates me.
You're a rotten asshole anyway.
I am a rotten asshole because I want them to work for something that they have.
I like him, though.
I think
Weird.
the best solution through history has always been to have private entities
Yeah.
Take care of stuff.
working to
The government doesn't
the
need to
solution.
do it, but if the churches don't do it, or whoever.
And that's the thing. The churches need to be doing it because other ones are getting the free money from their members and from whoever they get their funding from to do things. But you got to be a Bible thumping,
another
card
thing I
carrying
heard,
member of
the thing in Oklahoma,
Jesus Christ,
where they're going to put the 10 Commandments in the schools.
That's Louisiana.
It was Louisiana.
Yeah. Anyways, but yeah, it doesn't matter.
Whatever.
Doesn't matter. Same horse.
So if we're going to go by the way the 10 Commandments and the Bible says stuff, if you're an adulterer, you're going to get stoned. And I don't mean by smoking pot.
Yeah.
They're going to hit you with rocks, basically.
Yeah.
Go back to
Old Testament. Yeah.
Yeah.
Old
absolutely.
Testament shit. Yeah,
Sure.
because
But it's not going to happen.
no, it's not.
They're using it as a platform to say,
Frighten the
look,
fuck out of everybody.
to do what?
Frighten the fuck out of everybody.
I don't know if it's frightening them. It's just there's definitely an agenda that they have.
Who's they? That's what. Who's
They
the they that they are always talking
the
about?
they that they're talking about, the ones who want it. Those are the theys, and it's not necessarily the consensus of the public that want it. There's a group of theys.
Yeah, it's a noisy group.
And and then there's noisy groups on both sides of the aisle.
Oh, absolutely.
But I don't necessarily think the whole separation of church and state should be there.
Separated.
But there's some interesting conversations about the separation. It's never been separated. It's
No.
always been intermingled because it's what's good for me is what's good for you and vice versa. I do believe they should be saying the Pledge of Allegiance in the classroom. I don't. If you want to pray, then you pray silently, or you got a moment to pray. I don't think we need to have a teacher up there holding the good book in their hand.
No, it
going,
should
you
nothing
will
be.
pray to
It
me.
should be nothing structured. Like
No,
that.
it should be nothing structured. But if they want to do it, they should be allowed to do it.
Well, and that's you got recess time, whatever. Fifth grader, you go out to recess. If you want to use that time to pray, if you want to do that,
Yeah.
fucking play on the monkey swings, jerk off in the corner. Who cares? It's your time.
Exactly. They shouldn't stop.
You should not. Yeah, you should not prevent somebody from doing it
stopping
on public property.
If a teacher wants to display the 10 Commandments in their classroom, that should be their choice. But it's also the parent's choice to allow that child to be there. If they don't like it, they don't have to be there. They can go to another classroom that doesn't display that. So, we're
When it comes down
bending
to
and curving
you
and
can't,
turning.
you can't create entities like that. That's going to make to try to please everybody.
Right? No,
That's true.
You can't force. Just
the-
like the 10 minutes. I don't agree with what they're doing. You can't force it upon someone because I like it. It should be a choice. If you don't like it, then you don't have to deal with it. But you don't have you got to have the tolerance to go, I don't like it, and the other person was, I don't care. There's the tolerance.
Well, and I was-
why don't they have like words from the Quran? Or
If that's what
Torah?
the
They
teacher
do. I'm sure
wants
they
to
do.
do,
If
then
they
that's
would
what-
want to do that.
If I've got a classroom and I've never had a classroom, don't want a classroom, but if I did, my thing would be you as the instructor should be allowed to, within reason, craft your environment how you see fit for what your teaching style is.
Right.
And if that means having decorations such as the 10 Commandments, now if you start preaching them, then that's a different story.
Right.
But there
No
was
different than in
somebody I was
schools here.
talking to yesterday. We were talking about this kind of stuff, and he said one of the differences between then and now is back then if somebody went to a child went to say a child therapist, it came down to let's talk about the issues you're seeing and how you deal with them. Now therapists are telling children, we need you be you, and we'll get society to conform to yourself.
conform to you.
Well, you've got 100 kids in a room that are all different. You can't have society conform to all 100. Each
Right.
100 has to learn how to deal with what's presented to them
Right.
in their own way. So, anyways, we're at an hour and 58 minutes.
Yeah, let's do it.
So
Hey,
we've all got shit to do.
Jesse,
Jesse,
welcome. Thank you.
Good
Thank
fun.
you. I hope you come down again. You bring a interesting conversation. Happy 4th of July to you, my brother.
Yes.
Hoorah.
Indeed.
Hoorah.
Hoorah.
All right.
All
here we
right.
are.
Have a good
Is
one.
that our ending thing, or is
Yeah.
it this one? No, that's
that's a BAM.
Is it?
That's
I forget.
BAM. That's
BAM.
BAM.
I gotta
All right.
fucking label this.
Everybody have a good one.
BAM.
Yeah.
All right, we're out.